Brothers, let's take these two ignorant dogs. Tear them in half. What are you doing? The usual then. 1, 2, 3, pull. Stop, please. Executive sirs, please let him go. He did not know of sir's status and offended you. Please show remorse. That doesn't matter, but they also dared to not know our illustrious title. Brothers, keep pulling. Wait, you can't kill them, because, they're Steward was friends. The pygmies stopped at once and so did Kuei Lang's wails. Then they let him go, placed him on the ground. He, an honest mistake here, friend of Steward Zhuo. Don't mind it now, and never ever tell Steward Zhuo about it. You don't want us to suffer, do you? This scene left the rest dumbstruck. What the hell is wrong with these weirdos? They were just tearing me off a second ago, and now they are so respectful. Just what strength must he have to get these four shits to fall in line? Oh, wait. With Steward Zhuo's temper, he doesn't make friends easily. When we met, we skipped the small talk and went tough on us right off the bat. Either obey or die. What friends? Are you really Steward Zhuo's friends? Though clueless as to who this Steward Zhuo was, not admitting would be relinquishing their lives. Old Yuan, you had someone tell us that Steward Zhuo is in trouble. We came and only saw these two radiant stage disciples. So we took them as being ignorant for offending his grace. But since they're Steward Zhuo's pals, then who are the culprits after Steward Zhuo? Crap, when did these shits learn to think? Executives, the ones after Steward Zhuo, just flew away. These two were chasing after them, but you stopped them. Didn't you see? They've become new men ever since they've returned. But this only makes Zhuo Fan, the one to change them, even more invaluable. It seems to be true. Sorry, I didn't know we were on the same side looking out for Steward Zhuo. We've offended you. Please don't tell him. But who are those two to come find trouble for Steward Zhuo? We must take them out at once. These four are deranged and unknown, but they are tough and gullible. Why not use them to get rid of Hu Meier and Liu Shu? Executives, they are inner disciples, but you can't touch them because of the sect rules. And if Steward Zhuo wanted their lives, how could they have escaped? It's better to not interfere and mess with Steward Zhuo's plans. Old Yuan, you, executive sirs, methods are cruel, but those are born out of circumstances while they are but simple and honest men. Having just been pardoned, they've returned to the sect, loyal and brave, but also strong. They won't involve themselves in the sect's politics and die because of it. But now that I've said that, your revenge won't work, so you better look after those juniors instead. Kuei Lang made big eyes. Old Yuan, that much I understand. Ganger, I have to look after Ganger with my life. Returning to the ruined cabin, Kuei Lang saw his son on his last breath and unconscious. Oh, they look positively dying. Didn't they take their pills? Should we give them? Thank you, executives, but their meridians are crushed, and not even a 7th grade pill can. What's the use of crying? It's only some broken meridians, nothing Steward Zhuo can't heal. Aren't you friends? Steward Zhuo is very generous with his pals. Why don't you go to Steward Zhuo for help? What, Steward Zhuo? Can Steward Zhuo really save them? Let us tell you, having worked with him for years. Nothing's impossible for him. Yep, old Li got crippled too after his fight to the death, but with Steward Zhuo's whammy, he was up on his feet in no time. He even entered the ethereal stage. So, Ganger and Yue can be saved. Well, but who the hell is Steward Zhuo? An hour later, the trio entered the creepy cemetery and saw Zhuo Fan on a rock covered in black energy. Not even a day has passed, and you're already back. What? You're already healed and are itching for a fight. But this time, I'll tell you first. I won't show any more mercy. Forgive our excessive ignorance all this time. We beg Steward Zhuo to let go of the past and save the children's lives. No. Zhuo Fan's curt reply came and he swished his head away. Sir Zhuo, the children's lives are at risk, their future about to be cut short. Why wouldn't you save them? I don't know them well, why should I save them? Will Sir do it for me? Elder Yuan is a friend expanding on the world's nature. But no matter what, that is a mere debate, not a favor. I will still have to refuse. Kuei Lang and Yu Ling panicked. Then, Sir Zhuo, if it were me on the deathbed instead, would you save me? Without Elder Yuan, I would have no one to talk to about Dao. Of course I'll save him. All right, then. Then I'll exchange my life for one of the children. May I? Exchange? Elder Yuan, how is it equal? It's not. For the strong, life is but a statistic. As long as this number is stable, life thrives. I will die for their life, or they will live for my death. No one will care when it's the same result. Demons are the source of all evil. They represent the destruction of everything we know. But from the ashes, new life emerges. Demons have their own path. All the death they spread brings life. It is all in accordance with the natural way. Now, I give my old bones for the young one's future. It's a good way to die. The demonic path represents destruction and bears life. This cruel world that the demons are ruining, they are in fact nurturing life. Carrying all the sins and turning demonic. Death for life and destruction for the world's sake. Elder Yuan, you have helped me, so I shall help. You don't have to give your own life. Sir Zhuo, will you help one or both? After saving one, I reckon Elder Yuan will want to give his life for the other. So I'll just save them both. He's so smart, able to understand it on the spot. Meanwhile, Liu Shu stood on a precipice, watching white-bearded elders fly by with a sour mood. Curses, the elders are finally on patrol, and all we needed was for those two to waltz in, and we would have finished them. Attacking an inner disciple is a death sentence. But those rotten lunatics butted in. What a waste. Our plan failed at the last minute. Their punishment is about to end. If we are too late, they will make a comeback. It will be a threat to us and to securing the elite spots. Second senior brother, we haven't even looked into Zhuo Fan's background. I wonder which elder or venerable's ward he is. Maybe. Haha. That's right. We will test the waters by framing him. Steward Zhuo, please come this way. Kuei Lang acted as the guide, devoid of his bossy air and more like a fawning servant. Since when did Kuei Lang fall in line? And look at Yu Ling, so reserved. Did wastrel Zhuo Fan's bodyguards smack some sense and fear into them? I've been gone for just a few days, yet the place is already falling apart. Quite nice of you, Kuei Lang and Yu Ling, having your bedridden sister and son taken to this dump while leaving the intact homes for the others. Haha, Steward Zhuo, this is all caused by Hu Meier. The gang went in and were welcomed by ceaseless cawing grating their ears. Bro, I bet he wakes up in a month and the gal in half more than that. No, it's the other way around. Look at their wounds, there's no way they'll wake anytime soon. Let's bet on it over a 5th grade pill. Well, are they betting on my son and you? Place your bets. Bet on it. It's so much fun. I want to join. Okay, take out a 5th grade pill. The four shivered and cried out. Steward Zhuo, with utmost respect and reverence. I can't believe these 4 lawless brats are so obedient. Steward Zhuo, you've come to save them, so we'll have to work for it based on their sorry states. I anticipated this outcome. Since I dared to come, I'm sure I can save them. Zhuo Fan went to Yua first. He checked her pulse and scanned her with Yuan Qi before saying, Yua's training in demon-devouring saber was without any issues until 2 months ago. After hurting her arm, she still trained hard, leading to her collapse and meridians being broken. The instant I saw her unhealed hand, I knew someone was messing around. Not only were the healing pills tampered with, but they even pushed her to train while wounded all the way to the outer sect promotion, where the savage energy lashed out. The instant I saw Hu Meier supervising her training and using sisterhood as a guilt trip, I thought of giving you a reminder, but you never listened. Kuei Gang trains in the blood annihilation, similar to a cultivation method I use, Wraith Art. It has strict requirements when it comes to the user's body strength. In short, one would be a beginner in 3 to 5 years and proficient in 8 to 10 years of training. Yet when I asked him how many years he had trained, he said it was only half a year. And when I touched his arm, it was only to check his situation. His blood vessels are damaged, and he even went beyond his body's limit by using a pill. That's being suicidal. It was Hu Meier's scheme that lured him to such an outcome, but I did warn you. Kuei Lang lowered his head in shame and remorse. Ah, Steward Zhuo, you knew everything, so why didn't you say anything? Yes, I knew, but, so what if I didn't say anything? Steward Zhuo is so wild. A friend in need is a friend indeed, right? How would they worship me as a savior if I told them everything? Xie Wuyue wants me to gain a huge merit. So I want to have Kuei Lang and Yu Ling under me, and the best way to go about it is guilt-tripping. From the moment I saw the cemetery, my cultivation heaven, I wanted nothing else but to sit there, even ignoring my own saving grace plan. Then Elder Yuan came to enlighten me on the nature of the world, and I decided my next step, so I came for my little scheme and further understanding of the demonic way. There is no life without death. A demon nurturing life, how amusing. Steward Zhuo, what pill will you use? You'll see after we get them to wake up. With a roar, an azure dragon soared from Zhuo Fan's body. The thrumming vitality made everyone's yuan qi surge. Dragon vein soul? Returning dragon's roar. The dragon roar echoed inside the cabin as the azure dragon circled once above Zhuo Fan's head before shooting for the patients. It followed Zhuo Fan's arm and entered Yua. Yua shone azure and burst with vitality, soothing her broken body, and under the shocked eyes of the audience, the flesh mended. Zhuo Fan finished with Yua and directed the dragon soul towards Kuei Gang. This is amazing. He actually has such divine arts of rejuvenation. Yua, you're fine. Sister, what's wrong with me? Yua moved but then found something wrong with her hand. Someone was holding it. She saw Zhuo Fan's lewd look and creepy smile. What are you doing? Yu Ling was scared witless. Steward Zhuo, please calm down. She is still out of it. Please don't mind it. Damn girl, Steward Zhuo just saved your life, and yet you've hit him? Apologize. Sister, he touched my hand. Why should I apologize to him? Damn girl, Steward Zhuo is your savior. What savior? What's all this ruckus? Damn brat. Uncle Zhuo here just saved your life, so hurry up and kowtow. Thank you, uncle, for saving me. Sister, what's going on here? Well, here's the thing. That's it. It's all Hu Meier's fault. She's the one who set you up. If it weren't for Zhuo Fan's help, you two would be cripples for the rest of your lives. At long last, the two kids' eyes shone with gratitude. Forgive me, haha, I wouldn't have accepted Miss Yua's apology, not with her stubborn streak. Take this. What's this? A 10th grade pill? The heaven-reaching pill, to be precise. The wounds on these kids were so heavy that their meridians were shot as well, but with the heaven-reaching pill, your son will toughen his meridians, reaching higher than before. Even the ethereal stage isn't a problem. Thank you, Steward Zhuo. From now on, our lives are yours. It's yours. Thank you, Uncle Zhuo Fan. My work here is done. It's time for me to hit the cemetery and mind my own training. Wait, Steward Zhuo, please help Yua as well. Else she will forever be in the 6th layer of the profound heaven stage. So what? I came to save them, and that's what I did. As for how much, it's all up to my whims. Since I don't feel like it, I'll leave it at that. Yu Ling slumped to the ground in despair. Her begging eyes landed on Elder Yuan, to say a few words. But Elder Yuan sighed and shook his head. Hee. Told you so. Steward Zhuo is petty to the core. You deserve it after getting on his bad side. Wait. Though Zhuo Fan's step slowed, he did not turn around. I would like to thank you first. And apologize, but I'm not begging you to help me. I'm satisfied with being able to keep my cultivation and not turning into a cripple. Yes, that's it. Zhuo Fan paused for a second then kept walking. This little girl is so straight. Boss, didn't we forget something? I have the same feeling that we've overlooked something. What were we doing again? Weren't we talking about how after being around Steward Zhuo for so long we should get something out of the Luo clan's share? Yeah, that's it. We got a demand heaven-reaching pills from Steward Zhuo, haha. That's right. Steward Zhuo, our heaven-reaching pill. Just how on earth did Steward Zhuo tame them? He really is a god. The four caught onto Zhuo Fan, who was just standing in the shadow of a tree. Took you long enough. Steward Zhuo was waiting for us. Haha, I know your thoughts like it's my second nature. You might not have joined the final battle of Tianyu, but you're on my side, and I don't skimp on my people. Hee, with Steward Zhuo as our boss, the way forward is limitless. We may be in the demon scheming sect, but we'll follow Steward Zhuo through hell and high water. That's enough. Now, I need you to do something for me. We await your orders, Steward Zhuo. As executives, there's little information you have access to, but you should pick up clues about the elders from their actions. So keep an eye out for the slightest disturbance and report back. And more importantly, see if the elders intend to have Kuei Lang and Yu Ling reinstated. 3 days later. Second senior brother, this is absurd. Meier, what has got you so shocked? Is the sky falling? Not yet, but what I found is far more wicked. Just what could have gotten you so unnerved? Second senior brother, I bet you won't believe it either. Those brats have made a full recovery and are back in the outer sec. There's no way, not with their broken meridians. And so fast too. Just healing, no, not even healing is possible. That's why I said it's absurd. No, this is an impossible feat for Kuei Lang and Yu Ling. Some big shot must have lent a hand. But who? Not even the elders can do this, while the venerables that can are too few to count. Moreover, the price is too big. Would a venerable waste all his hard-earned capital just to save some nobodies? Not even Kuei Lang saving his master from death would get his master to help so much. Second senior brother, the brats are too freaky. I made some inquiries, and it only gets weirder. Just that I don't know how it's related to the two. What is it? The same day the brats recovered, someone said they saw Kuei Lang and Yu Ling fawning over Zhuo Fan they'd cast out in the cemetery to come see the brats. Those two looked like they even were scared of Zhuo Fan. But it wasn't long after that Zhuo Fan was back in the cemetery while the brats improved. Maybe Zhuo Fan got his backer to save the two. No way. Zhuo Fan has no status in the sect and has no one to ask. He has no one in the sect. But isn't he a wastrel? Haha, that was just us jumping to conclusions. I asked for master's help to get to the bottom of this. Zhuo Fan has no ties to any elder or venerable. He's a nobody. Then why would the sect leader bring him in just to demote him? No one understands the sect leader's mind. We can't make wild guesses. More or less, he found a kid with great potential but who lacks experience, so he dumped him in the labor office as a trial. You know how ruthless the sect leader is to his disciples. Didn't you just say not to make wild guesses? We may not know how these two events are related. But one thing is certain, the punk will rise sooner or later and become a threat to our position. Second senior brother, you mean? So he isn't a wastrel, but the sect leader has brought him into the sect, and he will even become his disciple one day. That means the sect leader will look into what we're doing. No worries, the sect leader is unyielding. He may appreciate the kid's talent, but shows his cruelty by throwing him into the labor office where one's very life is at stake. No disciple of the sect leader is a weakling. Leave him to me. His 7th layer of profound heaven cultivation is good, but I never touched him before fearing his wastrel status. Junior sister, a dreamboat is nice, but getting greedy is a no-no. Second senior brother, I know what I'm doing and won't let greed get the best of me, hey. The biting wind whistled past Zhuo Fan in the cemetery, swallowed by the black energy around him. Reaching the 8th layer is just around the corner. Yo, junior brother Zhuo Fan, it's been a while. I've missed you so much. Hu Meier, oh my, what is this place? How can you stand it? 2 months back, you took me for a wastrel, yet now you've come to toy with me. Miss me, is it? Miss your head. Just how could those two send darling to such a foul place? Isn't it just because I saved those two? Haha, but senior sister, I like it here. You've come to the right guy. How can you deprecate yourself, junior brother? You may not care about your body, but I am heartbroken. Dear Fanna, I'm going to give those two a piece of my mind and make them take you back. I can't bear to see you wither in this awful place, enduring the cruel winds, when you're already sporting white hair. Senior sister Maya, what are you doing? Silly, I found you so pitiful enduring so many hardships and wish to reward you. Reward? What is it? Mean, you know. You want me to spill it out? Why play hard to get when it's so obvious? Senior sister, no, grinning, Hu Meier wiggled her tongue in Zhuo Fan's mouth like an eel, sealing them together. Bastard, go to hell. Hu Meier's power surged. So that's it, she's training in some charm method to steal men's yang for herself. Haha, then let's see who can suck more. Zhuo Fan activated demon transformation art. Hu Meier's expression froze in that prideful smile as the horror in her eyes soared. Why can't I take his yang anymore? Why is such a dreadful power seeping into my body? I can't stop it. Zhuo Fan, what the hell are you doing? Do you regret it now? It's too late. Her frail hands pushed Zhuo Fan's chest, wanting to escape from this demon. Alas, no prey had ever left Zhuo Fan's sight, unless dead. Steward Zhuo. Hu Meier was thrilled finding her enemies here, crying, "Save me." Sorry to disturb you, we'll be going now. But Steward Zhuo, she is evil. Having fun is one thing, but never let it become serious, or you'll be sorry. This woman came to steal my yang. The four exclaimed. Hu Meier, I didn't feel like joining your inner sect politics. But since you've come knocking, you will get just desserts. Zhuo Fan grinned and flicked Hu Meier away. Take a hike, I'll leave you with a warning. This is far from over, your reckoning is at hand. Scram. Hu Meier's getting away. Forget it. Where Zhuo Fan is present, it's not up to us. Since Zhuo Fan said he'd let Hu Meier go, we shouldn't fight anymore. Clever, you know how to defer to me. Though it's also what saved you. There's no point inventing, adding to your crimes, and nullifying your return to the inner sect. What? Return to the inner sect? That's right. Returning to the inner sect. I've been inquiring around for you. In light of your great achievements in the labor office, The elders and venerables are going to pardon you. Or Hu Meier wouldn't have taunted you after targeting the kids. It's all smoke and mirrors to hide their true plan. So that's why, if we can really return to the inner sect, there will be plenty of opportunities for revenge. 2 lives for 1 is so not worth it. Steward Zhuo, why did you spare her? You're not in the labor office because of punishment. Killing her was just a disciple dispute, within your rights and rules. It might even get you out of labor duty and straight into the inner sect. I'd be leaving myself open. Killing her here would force her handler to implicate others, and your return to the inner sect might even fail. Besides, I have different plans. She's not worthy of dying at my hand. By the way, why have you come to see me? Steward Zhuo, we have come for you. I've made up my mind, and that won't change. No amount of begging will help. Having debated with Elder Yuan on Dao, he understands the most. Ever wondered why he isn't here as well? Although your timing is perfect, I need you to do something for me. Steward Zhuo has saved my son, and I would go through hell or high water for you. I knew you wouldn't be happy, but all of this was done on purpose, just for today. Not from you, but from the juniors. What could he have for them? I need them to deal with someone. Who? Hu Meier. What? Not right now, of course, but in 3 months. When the outer sect promotion ends and the inner promotion begins. I want everyone to see that outer disciples can beat an inner disciple. Impossible. The inner disciples are all excellent talents showcased in the outer sect competition. And that Hu Meier is in the 3rd layer radiant stage, with a high chance of being chosen as an elite. What can 2 children do? Steward Zhuo, if you hate them so much, I would do it in their stead and appease your anger. You'll do no such thing. I can kill her anytime I want. I've only let her go so that she'd attract attention in the inner competition after losing to some juniors. I want her to be disgrace. You and Yu Ling better not do anything the following few months, or you'll be sorry. Steward Zhuo, not everyone is as special as you. The only time they might be her match is in 10 years. Enough baloney, I am asking them. It's their choice. I will personally teach them in these 3 months, guaranteeing their rise. I'm looking at you, Yua, if you agree, I'll have to give you a heaven-reaching pill. Better think it over. Marshal Uncle Zhuo, I agree. Silly girl, do you want to die? Sister, I do not care about my stagnant cultivation, but I do know that I will become your weakness. Here is a chance to not only advance but defeat our enemy. I have to try. At worst, you'll just refuse to see me as your little sister, and I won't drag you down anymore. Don't be silly. You've never been a burden to me. Good, you'll be following me for the next 3 months. Wait, everyone, in 3 months, I'll give you the new and improved Yua. Just wait and see. Haha. Yua. Second senior brother. Her delicate complexion had now taken a sickly turn. Meier, what happened? How did you get hurt so badly? Did Kue Lang and Yu Ling attack you while you dealt with that punk? They didn't have to. It's all that rotten punk's fault. He played us. This must be my most unlucky year. I just ran into a monster, a beast this close to tearing me apart. Junior sister, what are you saying? I don't understand anything. Haha, you're not the only one. Even I don't understand. He's supposed to be some weak lamb, yet underneath it all, he's a monster ready to pounce. I would have never risked today if I knew him for what he was. The thing is, it's like this, that brat is stronger than you. How? Why else do you think he had me immobilized in 1 move? I couldn't resist at all. With a power like Zhuo Fan's, this changes things. Sect leader brought him in for a reason after all. But why dump him in the labor office? What is the sect leader up to? Second senior brother, don't be rash. We can't beat that guy, so don't taunt him. We're already on his bad side from today, but let's not do something we'll regret. So what? This is the demon scheming sect. No matter how great he is, he still needs a stable footing to stand tall. What slips my understanding is the sect leader's design revolving around him. Will it affect the elite selection? This is no longer something as simple as a disciple affair. I'll take it up with the master and hear his opinion. Venerable Shah? Yes. Let him probe Zhuo Fan's importance to the sect leader, and we'll just ask him or an elite senior brother to deal with the brat depending on how much the sect leader values him. If the sect leader has his eyes set on him, we'll block the labor office, and he won't get any merit to leave this place. With no excuse to base his rise on, he'll be stuck there forever. But with his strength, he simply has to challenge an inner disciple before the elders and venerables, and he's out. Moreover, our competition is in 3 months. He is our biggest threat. Haha, that's even easier. If we meet him, we'd just forfeit. Junior sister, once you end up in the labor office, your future is ruined. Everyone that ends up in the labor office is either a criminal or a reject. The first type will either die of old age, stuck in there for the rest of their lives, or gain enough merit to recover their status. Exactly how Kuei Lang and Yu Ling created the Azura Circle. Laborious are the lowest rung. No matter how hard they work or how strong they get, they'll never become disciples again, only elders or venerables to safeguard the precious inner disciples. Zhuo Fan is a laborer but not a criminal. That means he's lower than a bug. So, no matter how much he proves his strength, he'll be a venerable or elder at most. Unless what? Junior Sister Maya, it doesn't matter. It's just impossible. Unless he flips the world on its back and has the whole sect acknowledge him. That's the only way to become elite. Otherwise, the rules of the sect cannot be broken. He will never enter the ranks of elite disciples. They say the High Venerable came from the labor office as well, with unstoppable power, the highest in the sect. But even so, he's still just a venerable falling short of becoming the sect leader. It is a rule unchanged for eternity. That means Zhuo Fan and we will never cross paths. That's how it should be, but I worry that the sect leader has brought him here not to deal with disciples but those old guys. If their situation does not settle, our structure will change. Achoo. What a weird place. I'm at least in the 6th layer of the profound heaven realm, but I'm sneezing under this cold air. What kind of place is this? From now on, you will be under my guidance. You are to follow my words to the letter, no matter if the path is rugged, torturous, or deadly. You will obey. And get it out of your head that someone's going to save you. I've set up a barrier those two will never find. Got it? Yes. You are nuded with a steeled face, disregarding her gruesome fate. No questions. How strong you'll get or your survival rate. None. Knowing that you can restore my meridians to keep me cultivating is enough. Nothing else matters. Place of yin, gates of heaven, howls of wraiths gather within me. Biting winds lash my body, rip the sky, destroy this world. It opened with a creak to reveal nothing but a black abyss and howling winds like banshee screams. Yua stood frozen before the eerie door and ice formed on her hand, robbing her of feeling from it. Yua lost her composure, now panicking. This is the 7th grade array I've set up, the Black Wind Array. I've gathered all the biting winds, strongest here in the cemetery center. Entering this place will have one's bones and tendons snap like twigs, their soul pulverized. A feeble mind would end up soulless just looking at the door. But not you, because you have a death wish. From the moment I laid my eyes on you, I knew your character. Ruthless to the extreme and even more so to yourself. I thought you were just putting up a tough front, but after all that's happened to you, I knew it all came from your steeled will. It's because of you that your sister ended up in the labor office and made you feel like a burden. You worked hard to live up to her expectations while also hell-bent on succeeding or dying trying. So that maybe dying will free her of this burden. That's why not fully healing didn't come as such a disappointment to you, because you're a lost cause, hopeless. Right. After all these years, even my sister, this guy actually, now, this temper is quite good. You're perfect to train this top, profound ranked martial art, Black Wind Blade. This art is trained with the biting winds here, far stronger than your demon-devouring saber. And since your meridians are shot to begin with, this yin seeping into you is a blessing in disguise, and you don't need my help. Follow this art, and these winds will be your deadliest weapon. No time to look, just get to it. The devil's hand pushed a wailing Yua into hell. Haha, you finally got in. This Black Wind Blade was tailor-made for you. Everything I did before was just to lure you into a trap. I've been planning this for a long time. Yua had been in there for half a month. The first week was only wails of agony, but now it's replaced with the sharp sound of blade swings. Zhuo Fan, congratulations. Zhuo Fan saw a hazy shadow floating over, its vibe was ice cold. In just a few months, you've reached the 8th layer of the profound heaven stage. Xie Wu Yue? It's the sect leader. Oh, sect leader. What wind brought the great sect leader here? Just checking up on your progress. You've done well for yourself by the looks of it, hogging the cemetery to yourself and cultivating in peace. But you never once considered my words. You wound me. Am I not doing it as we speak? What are you up to now, placing some arrays over here? Zhuo Fan, where's that fire from back in the Luo clan gone to? Why are you so boring here, not doing anything? Sect leader, whatever gave you that idea? You told me to earn merit, and that's what I'm doing. Did you want me to fight my way up to the elites? It's fast, crude, and brutal, but I doubt it's your intention. Of course it is. If it were that easy, I'd have had you do it by now. Why else did I put you here to earn merit? With how deep the still waters of demon scheming sect run, using brute force will end with getting besieged on all sides. You're a smart guy and should have guessed by now why I pardoned those 4 shits and made them executives, even sent them as guides for you. I reckoned they should have gathered juicy info after all this time eavesdropping. Well, the demon scheming sect is filled with factions. Besides the disciples' conflicts, there are also the elders and venerables behind them. Like that elite selection, becoming elite will get one showered with resources, with their masters dipping their fingers in this wealth as well. By bursting into this act, everyone will be out to get me. And besides, the sect leader doesn't want me for this. Zhuo Fan, you're very clever. Fighting your way into the inner sect, you'll have elders and venerables wishing to take you in. But that's not what I want to see. You'll just be integrated into the system, and that won't change anything. A rot has been festering inside the demon scheming sect for years and years. Not even I and High Venerable can touch these old fools' interests. It's because of their selfishness that the disciples fight each other and end up looking like trash outside. The disciples' strength has degenerated so much since the last Double Dragon gathering. So when I mentioned you to High Venerable, he had you placed in the labor office. To watch you and free you from those choppy waters, since no one coming from the labor office will ever become an elite. Unless you have the whole sect's respect, that means overthrowing the elders and venerable selfishness while also crushing them into submission. That's the same as bitch slapping them and getting them to thank me for it. Isn't that impossible? That's why I've brought you. At first I figured I'd just take Huangpu Qingtian to enter the elites, but witnessing your skills, I decided to go big and have you do the unthinkable. I want you to sit on the elders and venerables to reform the elites so that the next Double Dragon gathering won't be a crushing defeat. High Venerable's wish is even loftier, to reform the entire sect. That's why he sent you to the labor office. You just made up your mind on your own without even asking me if I am up for it. Now you understand everything. So how will you work towards that merit? Xie Weiwei followed his eyes and saw the black hole with howling winds. Sect leader, in the next inner sect competition I will make my challenge. Of course I won't do it myself, but I'll send someone. A female disciple from the outer sect will challenge an elite disciple from the inner sect. You want to smack those oldies in public and affect their repute. Not only that, but also probe for their limits. And I can't get on everyone's bad side either. But win one faction while slapping another. I just got on Kuei Lang and Yu Ling's good side. Their masters, venerables Bai and Qi. I get your plan. I'll have the 2 return as inner disciples in no time and establish your faction. Greetings, Master, Venerable Shi, Grand Elder, General Manager of the Demon Scheming Sect. Second Elder, Hu Meier's Master. In a quaint wooden house, second senior brother and Hu Meier bowed before 3 people. A buff man at the side sported a savage look. Gui Hu, I know it's hard to hide the fiendish aura of that cultivation method, but you can at least control it and forge it into a weapon. Thank you, Master, I shall take it to heart. Gui Hu is the head inner disciple for a reason. At the 7th layer of the Radiant stage, and the top profound ranked cultivation method, Underworld Fiend, there's hardly any elite that could fight him. Master is right. Head senior brother is remarkable. I cannot wait. With the head senior brother's help, no other fellow disciples can stand in our way of becoming elite. Of no importance. Gui Hu helping you is all part of the agreement. Though Venerable Shi has many elite disciples, I will trouble Sir to look after Gui Hu, naturally. Gui Hu will remove many obstacles for us. He just cleared one elite position. We're all on the same side here and, of course, should help each other. I just can't believe Venerable Qi and Venerable Bai found so many allies to support them. Those 2 criminals will return. With their strength, they're bound to take 2 spot. No other choice. Enviable talent exists everywhere. Decades ago, we were the ones to become elites. But those elders and venerables had no disciples to use and favored Venerable Qi and the others. They must be jumping for joy that they stole 2 spots from us. Are we just going to stand for this? Are we to let others take our bread? Why not incur public anger? We're no pushovers either. By removing those seeds, we'd do it from the shadows. Even if those oldies find out, they'd have no proof. We'll make them pay for our loss. Master, I have a request. Speak. The sect leader has brought in a disciple, Zhuo Fan, from outside and placed him in the labor office. I ask the honored master to investigate him. Isn't he just a laborer? What's the problem? It's grave, peculiar, and convoluted. He has just joined the sect and was sent to the labor office without any crimes. Even though the sect leader has brought him, they've never met. And finally, his outrageous power doesn't fit his 7th layer of profound heaven cultivation. So much so that not even junior sister Maya could beat him. Master, something stinks here. Even Maya cannot beat him. It is indeed peculiar, and such strangeness is bound to hide something deeper. It must be the sect leader's plan. Venerable Shu, won't the sect leader come for us if we interfere? We have been a bit brash over the past decades after all. Sect leader's methods are cruel and cunning. He can't come at us in the open and can only play some tricks. Letting his plan come to fruition will threaten our future. The first to strike has initiative. No matter how crucial that brat is to the sect leader's plans, getting rid of him will solve everything. By going myself, I'll finish it in one blow with none the wiser. Out of the question. The rules state no elder or venerable can touch a disciple, not even a laborer. If you get caught, it's a big violation. It's not a violation if you dodge it. Where is he now? Master, he is in the cemetery. Look after my body while I go. A shadow flew from his body and shot away in Zhuo Fan's direction. An hour later, a shadow whistled into the cemetery in search of Zhuo Fan. The punk has even set up a barrier. A shame. Everything is moot beneath the ethereal stage. I'm going to take your head. But before he could enter, something slammed into him and knocked him away. Crying out inside, Venerable Shu sensed something oddly familiar about that grey mist that had hit him. Run. The grey mist chose to let him go, looking back at the barrier, before vanishing. Venerable Shu's soul got back in his meat suit, and his first reaction was to bleed out. Venerable Shu, what happened? It's High Venerable. What? The most powerful and mysterious High Venerable? The punk is high and venerable, acting as his bodyguard. Who the hell is he? Venerable Shu, are you sure it's him? No mistake. No matter how mysterious High Venerable is around the sect, with most only seeing his soul form, that aura and power are without a doubt from High Venerable. Does that mean the High Venerable knows everything? Not sure. High Venerable stopped me before I could get to the kid. It felt more like he didn't want to fall out with me and only warned me. That's the only reason I'm still alive. Does that mean the High Venerable wants to keep the sect from plunging into chaos? I think so as well. No matter how strong High Venerable is, we aren't pushovers either. High Venerable has always cared about just causes and will never let that happen. All we have to do is not push him. Master, does that mean we cannot kill the kid? Isn't it obvious from my state? Don't touch the kid. Besides, I'll be probing the sect leader in the meantime and figuring out who he is and why the High Venerable is so fixated on him. It seems that even if that Zhuo Fan kid is strange, he can't be touched now. The next day. Master, what did the sect leader say? The sect leader has allowed Kuei Lang and Yu Ling to return to the inner sect. What? And he's been playing dumb the whole time about that Zhuo Fan. That old fox, there's definitely a conspiracy here. Liu Shu. You better stay out of trouble lately, especially with Zhuo Fan. Wait for the inner sect competition in 3 months. On a 10-meter tall stand, the elders watched the competition with a cold eye. Haha, it seems High Venerable isn't around to join us. You think you can stay here if he comes? Highly Venerable enjoys peace. The inner competition isn't so great to make him come, even less than the outer competition. I wouldn't be here either if I didn't need to. He means to say that we have full control of the spots, so the competition is no longer interesting. If it weren't to appease the other elders, Kuei Lang and Yu Ling wouldn't have this spot. Sect leader, we aren't so selfish as to not care about others. The Grand Elder, who is the head of the elders, is in cahoots with Venerable Shu, who is the second highest amongst the High Venerable, and they are really tough to deal with. The only thing that can knock these 2 old men out of the way is that kid Zhuo Fan's plan. I don't know if it'll work. Well, the inner sect competition begins. The disciples all hollered. None however noticed 3 shadows 1,000 meters away. Another boring competition. At this rate, the elites are nothing but average, with the promising disciples left for dead in the inner sect. Such is the rot festering inside our sect. It makes Wu's actions so dull. What's the point of re-watching the same thing over and over again? If it were me, I'd explode by now. Looking at it now, I think not having a sect leader is still a blessing in disguise. Haha, true, our luck is great. Wu was unlucky. Reminds me of that double dragon gathering, when only the 4 of us survived after those rich boys killed the rest. Our luck is practically godlike, weaving the same cloth that ruined us then. Yeah, some elites are still excellent, yeah, crazy good, but who'll then lead the double dragon gathering team? Who the hell cares how great and mighty one is when you can't work together? What can they possibly achieve? By the way, Wu Yue brought some tough read first at Guy from Tianyu, right? How is he? Don't remind me. I know of Tianyu's regent estate, plagued by narcissistic tendencies. Providence this, providence that, annoying up to here. I don't feel like seeing him. The other 2 shrugged. Meanwhile, in the cemetery, a lovely figure came out of the black wind array, her eyes flashing with a piercing gaze. It's getting late. Zhuo Fan nodded and handed over a vial. Hurry and take it, then complete your task. The 8th match in the 3rd ring goes to Kuei Lang. See that, in just 1 strike, senior brother Lin Feng lost, despite having the same cultivation of the 4th layer of the Radiant stage. Not even decades in the labor office held Kuei Lang back. It's only natural. Who could hold his own against Black Yama back then anyway? With his appearance, an elite spot might be taken. The chances are high. But senior brother Lin Feng worked so hard these past years, yet nothing came of it. The 7th match on the 4th ring goes to Yu Ling. The 6th match on the 9th ring goes to Liu Shu. The 7th match on the 8th ring goes to Hu Meier. The 13th match on the 1st ring goes to Gui Hu. Worthy of senior brother Gui Hu, so powerful. Senior brother, I forfeit. The 14th match, Gui Hu ended him in 1 palm strike. He shouldn't have entered. Next, we've forfeited. The final winner of the 1st ring, Gui Hu. Only 5 may become elites. Come, draw your opponent, but only the strongest 5 may move on. The 5 seeds of the competition were indifferent while the others were bitter. Elder, it's the 5th ring. Gui Hu landed his bloodthirsty eyes on the 1st man. Senior brother, I give up. The guy was down from a single slap from Gui Hu. Everyone's hearts sank, their eyes twitching. The competition hasn't even started yet. It doesn't matter. The result will be the same. Rest of you, continue. He's the Grand Elder's favorite disciple. Even the elders have to give him face. The 4th ring versus Hu Meier. What are you laughing at? Come on. Okay, I'll be right there. Don't worry, senior sister. That fox is using her charm to seduce people again. Junior brother, what are you staring at? Hee, this is my unique martial art, boob attack. No, dragon claw. Senior sister, you have to be careful. Ouch. Junior brother, where are you aiming with that? The guy eyed her like a wolf in heat, throwing himself at Hu Meier's chest. Hu Meier drew closer and sucked the guy's yang out. The 4th ring's winner, Hu Meier. He slumped on the ground, without a breath and life. Venerable Shu, Grand Elder, I won't speak about the rest. But how could she even become an elite with just charm? The elites are crucial this time for the double dragon gathering. The participants there are all known figures, with staunch wills and high cultivations. How can they fall for something as simple as charm? It's not worthy for a charm user to become an elite. Sect leader isn't exactly right. Our demonic sect is based on strength, with the winner taking everything. Since Hu Meier won, she has earned her spot among elites. Changing the rules will earn everyone's ire. Then again, if there's a 6th person beating her, it's also acceptable. Zhuo Fan, where the hell are you? Meanwhile, the 3 shadows in the tree 1,000 meters off sneered at the outcome, while being regretful and sorrowful. See, these bastards are crossing the line. Are they that damn short of talents to let a charmer become an elite? Her eye batting would be worth a damn in the double dragon gathering, and will end up ridiculed. Oh. With the elite's tempers and cultivation, it's unique to have her charm among them. Raising her as our elite will be for nothing. These old-timers only care about using their disciples to steal the sect's resources. Be that as it may, I find Gui Hu quite capable, as is Kuei Lang. Even the most average batch has some talents. At least this time we have something to work with, unlike before. Gui Hu, Liu Shu, Kuei Lang, Yu Ling, and Hu Meier come forward. Greetings, sect leader. Congratulations, everyone. From today onwards, you are the... Wait a minute. As space warped on the ring, a guy and a girl appeared. Sorry, you 5 can't be elites yet. There's still a challenger left. Who is that? Venerable Shu barked in annoyance because of the sudden appearance of the interlopers. Not even the venerables, ethereal stage experts picked up on their arrival. These brats are up to something. Who are you to show up here? Outer disciple Yua, greetings, sect leader. This girl looks nice, but her eyes are cold. Her whole body is covered with an icy aura. Just looking at her makes me shiver. I am Labora Zhuo Fan. Greetings, sect leader. So he's the one sect leader brought. Let's see how great he really is. This brat, casualness is fine, but doing it in broad daylight, you're taunting my name. You must have had an easy time ruling on the outside that not even the labor office could curb your tendencies. Is this still the same Yua? Why does she give such a strange aura? What did Zhuo Fan do these past months? What on earth did Steward Zhuo do to her? Even Ganger only gained a layer when he took the heaven-reaching pill, so how come this girl gained 3 layers instead in such a short time? Impudent. How dare you cause a scene at the inner sect competition? Sect leader, this man has breached the rules. Please describe his punishment. Always acting alone in other matters, yet he wants me to attend to such trifles. He's clearly provoking me. Zhuo Fan, what is a Labora doing here? You better have a good explanation, or you'll suffer for this transgression. Well, yes, sect leader, I am but a Labora and have only come here to sweep. Yes, sweeping. But it seems like a bad time, huh? Zhuo Fan, what the hell kind of excuse did you come up with? Lunacy. How can a Labora come to the inner sect competition? Speak, who told you to sweep here? The boss, of course, told me to come here to sweep on the 23rd. Then you must be mistaken. Today's the 24th. Oops. It's the 24th. That's my mistake. Well, then, goodbye. Stop right there. This is the demon scheming sect, not your backyard. Sect leader, Laboras are forbidden to enter the outer and inner sect competitions. This kid has violated the rules. Please punish him. No matter how much you value him, you must handle him today. Who's the elder in charge of security? It is I, sect leader. The next second he was flying, losing his life before he even hit the ground. A Labora mistaking the day is normal, but letting him inside is the true offense. How many executives and elders in charge of security will escape, I wonder? Anything else? Xie Wuyue, you're ruthless. You blackmailed me with the lives of all the people. Everyone is beyond grateful for the sect leader's benevolence. I ask that you spare them. Xie Wuyue beamed at Zhuo Fan, who beamed back. Respected sect leader, esteemed elders, distinguished venerables, since you have no need of me, I shall take my leave. The Grand Autocrat Steward Zhuo played a tiny role just now, yet it was enough to piss someone off. Coward. There's nothing going on between the sect leader and him. We're just too paranoid. No way would the sect leader care for a nobody. I don't care who you are. You aren't leaving the competition so easily. I've heard you're a master. Let's have a good time. Zhuo Fan used the broom with his right hand glowing red. Gui, whose cackle came to a jarring halt as the incoming force left him shell-shocked. An unrelenting force bearing down on him to crush his bones and rip him apart. This kid's casual sweep can create such a terrifying pressure. Is he really human? Who the hell is he? There's no way a Labora has such power. How did he end up as a lowly servant? Monster. Zhuo Fan's calm was too unnerving. We have to have him as an elite. Speaking of, who is he? One of our sect's disciples? Why haven't we heard of him before? Looking like a Labora, it's only normal that we missed him. Labora? Throwing such a genius in the labor office, those rotten bags of bones must want to ruin the demon scheming sec. But now that we have our seed, it won't matter at all. We'll ask Wuyue to put him among the elites tomorrow. On the ring, Zhuo Fan's gale had left it as a mess. Haha. A true Labora indeed, sweeping out all the dirt. Blatant mockery. Thank you, Xie, sect leader. Is there anything else you need cleaning? No need. You are good at sweeping, but you got the wrong day. It's better if you go back. Gui, who crawled back on stage, and all he had for Zhuo Fan was fear. Monster, monster. Thank God the sect leader is apprehensive about the second venerable and the others. Otherwise, he would have cleaned us up too. Now you two are scared. Outer disciple Yua, why are you here? Sect leader, I am dissatisfied with the results of the inner sect competition. I wish to challenge the winner. How dare an outer disciple interfere with inner sect competition? Since Zhuo Fan, the sect leader's man, brought this girl along, it ought to be within the sect leader's plan. She must come prepared. I must avoid this battle at all cost. That's not true, Venerable Shah. The demon scheming sect holds strength in respect, with none of its members fearing challenges. No coward is worthy of being an elite of my sect. Moreover, didn't you say that it would be fine if someone came out to defeat them? Miss, Think this through. The rules make it so that no inner disciple can touch an outer one and no outer disciple can pick on Laborus. But reaching above your station will be a death sentence. Not even the sect leader can help you. Be good and walk away now before you get hurt. Thank you, Venerable Shaw, for the reminder, but I've made my decision. What boldness. Who is it you want to fight? None of these elites are pushovers. Senior Sister Meier, please don't mind if I ask you to give up your spot. Haha, my care for you hasn't been in vain. I've always looked out for you. But don't think for a second that my kindness is my weakness. Hu Meier released her power. What? 4th layer? The fox advanced. There's a 5-layer difference between profound heaven and radiant stage. Is this little girl trained by Zhuo Fan good enough? Haha, you must have a death wish, so don't come crying to me at the end. Yet the tough attitude of the fox had no effect on Yua. Replying with a smirk and holding a cold blade. Everyone jerked, even the oldies gasped. An 8th grade demonic treasure. This weapon would make it easier to bridge the cultivation gap. No wonder this little girl is so confident, she really came prepared. Although the kid sure is wealthy to hand over such a fortune to this girl, I sure as hell couldn't. He's no beggar, but a moneybags. A trip is in order to check and see how deep his pockets are. Hey. Hu Meier's brow twitched looking at the blade. Hump. You got a bigger TY and it got to your head. But it all depends on the wielder to unleash its power. I've guided your training all your life. I know everything you can do like the back of my hand. You think an 8th grade demonic treasure can change that? That's rich. Oh, really? Then let's try. Yua's grin turned sinister, her icy aura focusing on the blade. The temperature plunged on the ring so fast, some disciples started shivering from the cold. What power is this? Such a pure fiendish yin. That monster Zhuo Fan has really turned Yua into a monster like him. Junior sister, be careful. This girl is threatening my position and even my life. We can't keep her. Hu Meier burst with bloodthirst as a ripple shot for Yua. Yua, be careful. Hu Meier, did you really think I'd challenge a radiant stage expert? Without some countermeasures to my weakness? The ripple slammed into something just before reaching her, turning into an azure glow now coming back for Hu Meier. Hu Meier was caught off guard, feeling like her head was about to explode. What happened? Yua smiled, showing an azure bead. That's 9th grade spiritual weapon, anchoring soul bead. What? Isn't the anchoring soul bead the treasure of the mystical heaven sect? How did it get there? The refining of this item has the anchoring soul bead as its core, but they can't be compared. An anchoring soul bead can only defend one's soul while this bead contains powerful soul flames. At an enemy's soul attack, it will lash out, returning an attack stronger than before. Oh, it's an advancement of the anchoring soul bead. What is it doing in the hands of an ignorant outer disciple? What a waste, if it were mine. Damn you. That strength isn't yours. Fight me for real if you dare. In a demonic sect, the end justifies the means. Winning is everything, and there's nothing that can change it. Besides, you're a 4th layer of radiant stage here and want me to throw away my demonic treasures? You've got some nerve. You. Curse you, skank. Since when did you get so talkative? When fighting someone, use any dirty trick in the book. Unnerving them with words is just another way of winning. You need to change that cold attitude of yours. Oh, senior sister. Meier, you were both kind and mean to me. With your soul in pain, it'll be hard to avoid this slash. It will cleanse our grudge. Yua raised her blade as the yin focused on it. A shame such a great move has a glaring weakness. The girl has everything, but if there's one thing she lacks, it is experience. Haha, let senior sister teach you one simple truth. Accuracy is more important than strength. It doesn't matter how tough you are if you can't hit anything. Fox Phantom Trail, Hu Meier mocked, turning into dozens of images, coming upon Yua from everywhere. Yua, stop and defend. It's too late. Girlie, one last lesson. In a life and death battle, everyone pays attention to offense and defense. With you focusing on attacking me, it left you wide open for my attack. Time for you to get your just desserts. You will die for challenging me. Hu Meier's deviant claw struck something hard and very much solid. Yua shone golden and blinded the audience. What's that? A golden dragon gushed out and flicked its tail, capturing Hu Meier's claw. It's an 8th grade defensive demonic treasure. She focused on attacking on purpose because she had the bead for soul defense and armor for her body as well. For God's sake, she's just an outer disciple. This is too much. Zhuo Fan, with his endless list of items, I'm better off just hitting him, and he'd drop something. Senior Sister Meier, you fell for it. Any strike on the 8th grade demonic treasure dragon locking armor will hold the attacker in place. Let's see you run now. You did it on purpose to draw me in. Since when did you develop a mean streak? Just now. Yua grinned and let her blade fall on the defenseless Hu Meier. The ring shook as cracks spread all over it, as Hu Meier lay splayed in two. Kue Lang and Yu Ling were floored by this unbelievable outcome, surprised by Yua's progress. Haha, the challenge has come to an end, with a great inner disciple done in by a single strike of an outer disciple. She's not worthy of being an elite. It only proves that this inner disciple batch is subpar. Sect leader, Hu Meier's death came from her poor skills. It does not speak for the rest. The other disciples are still viable for being elites. Shameful. Do you want to go to the Double Dragon gathering with such disgraceful elites? Just take the top disciple, and that's it. With the inner disciple's inadequacy more than visible, this inner competition's result is now void. We will be holding another one in 3 months. Sect leader, enough. What I want are elites, not losers sliced in half. This guy is already on the move. He's trying to stir up the interests of the upper echelons through a competition. Between disciples. Yes. Hu Meier's is simply a victim to him, of no importance at all. I wonder what sect leader will cook for the competition 3 months from now. As long as we give this Xie Wuyue enough time to plan, we are not safe. My Meier. The second elder who heard the news. Outer disciple Yua, since you've defeated Hu Meier, you are now in the inner sect. Who is to be your master? Speak. Which elder or venerable will take her? I haven't seen someone like her in years. I'll be taking her. Elder Yang, don't go hogging everything. I find the girl quite pleasing. She'll be under me. You two are in your own little world, I see. To think she is yours. Haha. This guy must be thinking the girl has been nurtured with great care all these years, a pawn to quell the inner disciples. And he must be planning to throw her into the inner sect and take her away from my control just so she loses her worth. Funny though, she's not mine but Zhuo Fan's. Zhuo Fan's methods are really amazing. What's going on? Isn't she his pawn? Or does he have other plans? Sect leader, everyone shows interest in taking her as a disciple, but it is hard to decide. From how I see it, with Hu Meier dead, the second elder has lost a dear disciple. Taking Yua would mend his broken heart. You rotten, no good, vile shaman Shan, you want to hog all the goodies by yourself. The hell with mending hearts. Look how perverted the second elder is. Do you see any hurt on his face? Oh no. I had a scorpion tattooed on my face because I was afraid of this old bastard. Is Yua going to meet the same fate as me? You're wrong, Venerable Shah. In the inner sect competition, there are no grudges. Once you step in the ring, emotions have no place, with life and death settled on a whim. We are elders and venerables, accustomed to our disciples' fate, so how could we care for them? While my disciple, Yu Ling, is her sister. By having them work together, their future will be limitless, achieving glory in the Double Dragon gathering. Venerable Bai, are you fighting me over a disciple? I only care about the sect's future and speak facts. Besides, if I want to compete with you, can you compete with me? You, Venerable Bai, you're venerable, yet you would fight an elder? Hehe, do you mean I can't? Venerable Shah, aren't you always doing it? Master. Venerable Qi, you want to take action too? Such a great talent. Of course I want. Venerable Qi and Venerable Bai are third and fourth in line of authority. The two together can hold Venerable Shah back. Now at last, someone stood up to these greedy bastard. Enough squabbling. I know everyone wants a talent to nurture, but did you ever stop to think to ask the person herself? Wasting a talent like hers is damaging to the sect. As an inner disciple, you have to have a master's guidance. Speak now, who will be your guide? Yua roamed her eyes over the oldies and their hypocritical smiles, lost on who to pick. An aged voice entered her ear. Little girl, if you don't want to die, go back to the labor office. 3 months of training should have let you know that the strong never ask for anything. Yes. Who? Yua shuddered and turned to the blade in her hand and her eyes lit up. Sect leader, I've made a decision. Please send me back to the labor office. What? What did she say? What did I just hear? She wants to go to the labor office. Yua, are you certain? Once you are there, your future is over. It is a pit from which you can never crawl out of. Sect leader, I want to go to the labor office, and I won't regret it. Good. As it is your choice, I won't force you. You shall henceforth be a laborer. Now go. Sect leader, How can we do this to a talent? She wants the labor office rather than helping the sect. What would you have me do? Beg. Forcing her will only make it worse. From now on, the girl is a laborer, so don't let me see you going after her still. If you've got so much time to waste, you'd better use it preparing for the competition 3 months from now. It's a chance for your disciples and yourselves. Don't squander it. The sect leader threw her into that dump too fast. Was it just to abandon her? Or something else? Gui Hu, come. Liu Shu, follow me. Fool, why are you going to that damn place? I myself barely got out. It doesn't matter. I believe that I'll become far stronger there. Didn't you see me kill Hu Meier? I took revenge. Yes, that's right. It might be far better to stand by his side than to end up an elite. Meanwhile, Zhuo Fan had just gotten back to the labor office. Elder Yuan, I'm back. Hehe, Steward Zhuo, weren't you supposed to never come out of the cemetery? Those two made me stay there for a month, but I took 3. Can't I come out even now? Please, those two are practically worshipping you. I may be of low cultivation, but I still got a good pair of eyes on these old bones. Since you're stronger and those two are back in the inner sect, that makes you the big cheese in here. Oh no, I marched to my own beat. Elder Yuan, you're the one in charge, it's best if you handle the labor office. But if you meet some hard times, I can just lend a hand, haha. Aya, thank you, Steward Zhuo, for becoming my rock. Now I can finally get the respect this old body deserves. Although we haven't known each other for a long time, we feel like old friends who have known each other for many years, worthy of trust, worthy of friendship, worthy of respect. Haha, why are you looking at me like that? When talking to Elder Yuan, I feel that I have gained something more than ever. I've never felt anything like this before. Steward Zhuo, I heard you trained Yue for 3 months in order to deal with Hu Meier. Yes, and if nothing happens, they should be fighting right now. Why are you so carefree while they fight? Shouldn't you be watching the fight? Why, when her win is obvious? I'll be honest, I've put a lot of effort into that girl. Elder Yuan's eyes widened. What? I'm an alchemist, and in my travels, I found this flame. This flame protects the soul and can also harm it. I used it to refine the soul bead replica, the azure bead. Steward Zhuo, can you make a 9th grade spiritual weapon? That's not all. I gave her an armor piece and a weapon as well, the 8th grade demonic treasure, dragon locking armor, and the 8th grade dark moon blade. A 9th grade tool refiner and a 10th grade alchemist, and to say nothing about your outrageous cultivation. Steward Zhuo, wouldn't it be better for you to handle Hu Meier? Why would you let a young girl do it? Elder Yuan, you should know the structure of the sect better than me. Hu Meier is a nobody, it hardly matters if she's out of the picture. I could have killed her with a snap but let her go just for today. When a grand inner disciple falls at the hands of an outer disciple, the whole sect will be shocked, and the oldies behind her will be floored. But this is only the beginning. In regards to fighting authority as an underdog, like they say, the first time is a coincidence, the second time's a happenstance. But the third and fourth times, now you fools are damn useless. You want to flip the sect system? Correct, the inner sect is a gangrene simply because the elites are chosen from there so that each elder and venerable gets a share of resources. But how can they share resources when no inner disciple is worthy of being elite? Now do you understand why I didn't do it myself? My success will only be short-lived. They just make me an executive of the inner sect and make my efforts moot, and then I'll start becoming like them. Xie Wuyue surely does not want that to happen. Steward Zhuo, you can't say the sect leader's name like that. You need to address him by his title. Why, we're all friends here. Besides, Xie Wuyue needs me too much to throw it all away just over some technicality. By your words, does that mean you're going to teach more people? Then even more will come, and soon, the elites won't be coming from the inner sect, but from Steward Zhuo's direct teachings. That's the same as sacking the inner sect. But the resource upkeep will be huge, Steward Zhuo, the plan is solid, but have you ever considered the outcome of these challenges? What else could happen? They win, they gain fame, become inner disciples, and soon become elites, the envy of everyone. You really think so? They say old men are wise for a reason. Yes, starting with Yue, none of them will have an easy time in the inner sect. Steward Zhuo's heart is like a mirror, piercing every veil. That means all these kids will suffer at your hand. It is the lesser evil for the greater good. Small sacrifices net you greater rewards. Soldiers are there to be used and thrown away. This time I used a single one to test the waters knowing it will never return. Besides, no pawn can ever move backwards. All they can do is advance and advance. Once they're in the enemy's camp, in the inner sect, their fate is in their hands. I merely gave them the push they needed. It's up to Xiaoyue to keep the momentum going and wrest back control of the inner sect. Pawns, but after all they are the people you've nurtured yourself. Even considering them as tools to discard, it's still such a huge loss. Steward Zhuo, have you thought about calling them back? Never. Zhuo Fan shook his head. Why, they'll be your arms and legs here, in the labor office. And when you become an executive elder, they'll make your faction, bringing better results. No need. Elder Yuan, we're all men with experience, our gaze on the horizon. But they are just too green. They do not understand the meaning of blessing in disguise. Exploiting them, then recalling after they've won, will only make them hate me to the bone. Why bother? That's why you don't care about the sect and aren't thrilled to make it thrive like Wu Yue. Haha, it's just a phase for you. Such a talent, yet no care for the sect is the sect's loss. Steward Zhuo, are you here? See, Kuei Lang's already here. Yue's win was free advertising. I bet he even brought his kid. Steward Zhuo is right. Please take us as your disciples. What the hell are you doing? Please, master, take us in. Congratulations, Steward Zhuo. You have new disciples. Elder Yuan laughed. Congrats, my foot. I'm still just a disciple myself. If you want a master, go to those old-timers. Especially you. Don't you dare tell me that you lost. You should be replacing that fox instead as an inner disciple. What have you come running back for? Yue pondered, then looked him in the eye. Take me in. Take my foot. All those old-timers await your bow to bring you a bright future. What the hell are you doing back in this dump for me? Being under your care will make me stronger than them. Strong my ass, I'm just a laborer who can't do anything right. You are under a laborer. What is there to be proud of? Steward Zhuo, it's not the place that's famous but the one residing in it. I've never seen anyone make a disciple so strong in just 3 months. I believe Yue can only live up to her potential under you. My brat shall be in your care as well. I hope he'll soon catch up to his senior sister, haha. You better not complain about it later. There's nothing in the labor office. I have no resources or pills to give them either. How far do you think they'll go? Haha, with Steward Zhuo being the money A-bags, a few disciples will barely strain his pockets. Look at Yue's gear that got all those elders and venerables vying for her. All of it came from Steward Zhuo. Elder Yuan, could you please not cramp my style? Haha, but I'm not, only helping you set the stage. Your disciples will come back running and lift you up. Why let them go to waste? As for being a disciple, you shouldn't nitpick since teaching isn't dependent on age. I can never accept disciples, not now, not ever. Elder Yuan, you don't have to say anything, and Kuei Gang. If you want to be like Yue, I can teach you for 3 months, but that's it. Take it or leave it. Steward Zhuo, Yue refused to be an inner disciple and willingly returned to your side. You'll condemn her by refusing. That's her choice, nothing to do with me. Wait here, I will settle this. This is about your honor and the sect's design. Why does being a disciple of Zhuo Fan get involved in the sect's design? Elder Yuan entered the house. Steward Zhuo, are you touchy? No. Then a sore spot. Even less. Oh yes, a sore spot. I said no. Why won't you take them then, yet show such dislike and revulsion? I'm a maverick. Haha, I've lived for so long. I've seen so many things, so you can't fool me. You'd be indifferent or ignore them if it's just being a maverick, not show such a strong hate for it. Something must gnaw at you. Talk to me, maybe I can help. Elder Yuan, have you ever been betrayed by a disciple? Haha. Steward Zhuo, you're such a kidder. Look at me, I'm but a frail old laborer. Who'd want me as their master? Why? You've been betrayed by a disciple before. I treated him like father and son. Steward Zhuo, how old are you? How can you have a son? I like to have sons. Don't mind it. Okay, go on. We were close as father and son. Yet to steal from me, he colluded with others and wounded me deeply. Since then, I vowed to never have a disciple. I see, only when he gets revenge will the knot in his heart be untied. Otherwise, how is he now? Did you kill him and get revenge? This knot will become tighter and tighter. Eventually, it will become a knot that can't be opened. He is too far away. But one day, I will find him and pulverize him for his betrayal. In that case, all the more reason for you to take in the kids. Elder Yuan, are you pouring salt on my wounds? You know my pain and still insist. No, I only have your best at heart when I say this. Since your disciple caused you pain, it will only end with disciples. If you shirk away, you'll never overcome the pain while keeping it bottled in, and one day it will become a trauma. It will only harm you instead. As demonic cultivators, we go against the world order, braving any dangers and obstacles. This is one of them. Bear through it to relish its fruits. Ignoring it and avoiding the issue will hold you back from reaching the best you can be, no matter how high you go. Because your heart is incomplete. Zhuo Fan felt his heart become broader and freeing his yuan qi into flowing faster. He had grown once more in his heart and mind. Elder Yuan, I would have taken you as my master if not for your low cultivation. With you as my disciple, my life has found meaning. Are you there, Wu Yue? Fiend Yang, what on earth brought you here? Of course I have something to discuss with you. For all 3 fiends of hell to come, it must be serious. Hey, Wu Yue, what's that supposed to mean? Am I not important enough? Watch your tongue. You're speaking to the sect leader. Oh please, weren't you fiend Xie in our little gang of 4? Stop playing around, we're all brothers here. Go mess with bystanders if you're so keen. Guards, throw these bastards out. Yes, sect leader. Many executives came in but at the sight of the 3, they shrank. Venerable sirs, withdraw, we brothers are only joking. Yes, fiend Gui sir. Wu Yue, we want to know about someone. The same labourer that interfered with the inner sect competition. Who is he? Call me sect leader. The brat is someone I brought from outside. Zhuo Fan is an outstanding chap. Stop stating the obvious. I'm not here for some confirmation. Why did you put him in the labor office? He's no waste, or did he incur some punishment? What punishment, since he's been there from the start? What? Xie Wu Yue, you damn sect leader. You just wasted a damn good seed. What about the double dragon gathering? Who is going to go if not him? Are we going to disgrace ourselves before the 9 sects again? Wu Yue, you're the most cunning among us, your mind broader, and that's also why you're sitting on that throne. You didn't just do this out of foolishness, did you? Heh, I brought him in and am still waiting for him to bring me rewards. You think I wanted him to be a labourer? I planned on making him an elite, but someone opposed it. Was someone against such a genius? Who? Let me have a go at him. Highly venerable. How can it be him? High Venerable is the greatest genius, giving his all for the sect and prizing honor above all else. Why would he deny such a talent from coming into the sect? No need to guess, High Venerable must have his reasons. And he told me just a few days back that he has a new plan for the kid to never leave the labor office. You might as well forget about recruiting the brat as an elite. What? High Venerable hates him that much? Why? No hatred, and from the message he sent, High Venerable sounded quite happy. And the last sentence is, a strong man is strong everywhere, he doesn't need to be an elite disciple. And the 3 of you can't guide him. What? We're ethereal stage experts yet can't even guide a profound heaven stage cultivator? Well, he's a freak, but still, if we can't guide him, then the only one who can is High Venerable. Meanwhile, in a secluded room, Grand Elder was sitting cross-legged. The person in front of him was sitting as well, but his muscles were tense and he was soaked in sweat. Let it go, it's been 3 days now. It's not easy collecting yourself so quickly. How do you feel? Are you at peace? It's not easy reaching such a level, you need to take it slow. Master, why are you so insistent that I meditate yet never let me practice my arts? I've never met my match in the inner sect. But outside, Gui Hu recalled the day Zhuo Fan swiped at him and tensed up again. Gui Hu, you and he are worlds apart. You can't reach him, especially in mentality and heart. Mind, heart. Yes, the heart. Gui Hu, you've trained the underworld fiend to its peak, and no one in the inner sect can hold a candle to you, but over these days I have seen your heart and seen it lacking. I did not have a reason to mind it until the event on the ring. I realized just how far behind you are from him. If you were to correlate with cultivation, it would place him in the ethereal stage and you in the bone-tempering stage. It's just not something you can surmount. What? I'm lagging behind. Gui Hu, what makes an expert great? Looking down on the world, with no one to match him. Shallow. Grand Elder snorted. Experience is the father of wisdom. The same applies to experts. The higher one's cultivation, the closer he touches upon the world's values, until he reaches the heart supreme, standing in perfect harmony with it. But don't think for a second that such a man is a pushover. They keep to themselves most of the time, and when they act, the whole world shudders, calamity strikes, and death spreads, What is perceived as a weakness is in fact hidden inside their hearts. A single intent can cower the living. This is what a true expert is. A single intent can cower the living. Did you know how strong he was before you fought? I don't know. Yes, he hid his sharpness, hiding the scope of his heart. While you have always been on a murderous rampage, hardly controlling your power. This simple point defines the gap between you. The heart in plain terms means one's window into the world's truth, the Tao. The heart is the root of all power, be it yuan qi, spiritual energy, or soul. When two experts have the same cultivation, the difference in their ints sets them worlds apart. The farther you go, the more obvious it becomes. It's said one could bring about an apocalypse just with intent alone. It doesn't matter what yuan qi or soul one has. Master, does that mean the elders and venerables have a high mentality? The demonic path is focused on selfishness, with few and far in between able to curb their desires and temper the demons within to gain entry into the demonic path. Do you recall how Venerable Sha got hurt when going after the kid when he bumped into High Venerable? Haha, they're both in the ethereal stage, yet one strike from High Venerable can kill him? Why? Because of the heart. Maybe he'd have gone beyond the ethereal stage with just a little bit better talent. A true pity. Rumor has it that High Venerable cultivated to radiant stage in just 100 years, despite his poor talent. Yet now no one can reach him, all because of his ints into Tao. Master, just what is that kid's level then? Compared to you? Much higher than mine. He is a rarity. Not only is his power supreme, but so is his heart. The simple way he struck gave me the same feeling High Venerable did. Gui Hu, sect leader, has brought in an exceptional expert. Not one of the disciples can hold a candle to him. Please keep this in mind the next time you see him and show restraint. The sect leader must have brought him to deal with us elders and venerables. The sect leader is finally on the move. Zhuo Fan, he's obviously just a profound heaven, yet his opponents are the elders and venerables. No wonder he never cared about me when attacking, because I'm nothing to him. Zhuo Fan brought his new pupils to the array in the cemetery and he just stood there carefree. Steward Zhuo, it's finish. Good, let's begin. May the blood tide swallow the world. May disaster envelop the universe. Open. The others watched as a shimmering door appeared, letting out wails and screams like no other as it opened. Master, shall I go in? You're in the mood for joking? Why else did your dad and Yu Ling bring the remaining corpses over, and I have set up the blood slaughter array? It's for you and blood annihilation training. Now will you shy away after all we've done for you? Master, isn't it dangerous? How else are you supposed to cultivate? How else do you think you gained 3 layers so fast? She jumped right in, and yet you can't even compare to a girl. Master, you're the one who pushed me into it in the first place. Oh, really? Wasn't it? You call yourself a man without going through a bit of danger. Is this my son, cowering before a bit of pain? Ah, Dad, you're killing me. Steward Zhuo, don't look at me. You pushed them onto me. This is my teaching style, pushing the disciples to the brink of death. I've set up this array based on his peak strength. All he has to do to survive is advance or die. Oh, really? Yep. Do you regret it? Well, tough luck, it's too late now. If my disciples can't take it, they just have to lie down forever. With no preamble, he threw Yua in. Steward Zhuo, just a bewildering array, it's good for the heart. Earlier I only gave her a crash course, but as my disciples, I need to think of their future and have their hearts in mind. Every 2 hours, her entire life will flash before her eyes, all the baggage included. She'll only get out when she understands it. 3 months later. 5 winners. Yu Ling, Kue Lang, Liu Shu, Pan Jiang, Bian San. Venerable Sha held his beard, eyeing Grand Elder. What the hell is this old man doing? Why isn't Gui Hu here? Is he giving up on his spot? Did Zhuo Fan scare him too much last time, and did he hold his disciple back? Sect leader, the 5 elite spots have been decided, please make your decision. This is even worse than last time. 2 of them just broke through to the radiant stage. Who told you to but in last time? Now you have 1 less elite candidate. Hehe, you got what you deserved, sect leader. I declare. Wait a minute. Haha. This is the greatest attraction of the inner sect competition. Damn you. Not again. Outer disciple Kue Gang. Requesting a challenge from an inner disciple. This Zhuo Fan is really something. He's created another master in 3 months. Good. Kue Gang, who is your target? I want to challenge senior brother Liu Shu. A fresh, radiant stage pup wants to take me on? Do you think I'm Hu Meier and would fall like nothing? 5 layers difference isn't just for show, especially now that I've come prepared. 7th grade demonic treasure, flowing light cloud armor, 8th grade demonic treasure. Heaven leading brush. Venerable Sure, you went all out this time. Even giving him your prized possessions. Sect leader, you're too kind. What can one do when the competition has devolved into a test of wealth and not skill? Even with my meager coffers, I at least have enough to give my disciple a head start. If Kue Gang just copies Yua and takes out the 3 baubles from last time, he'd still come up short. Kue Gang held a vial and the thick intoxicating smell spread. Such strong blood essence. 9th grade pill, savage blood pill. That's right. The savage blood pill can boost my blood flow dozens of times. Even in the first layer, this pill alone will give me the power of a 3rd layer. A bloody aura surrounded him and only increased as time went on. The stench of blood gave a nauseating feeling. Rotten punk, do you have a death wish? Pushing your blood to flow so fast will end with you blowing up. Why, thank you for your concern. But this time will be different since I took the 10th grade pill, the heaven-reaching pill, beforehand. What, a 10th grade pill? It doesn't matter. There's still a 2-layer gap. Even if he pulls out some artifacts, the gap between the 2 stages won't be so easy to close. Next, this fucking light again. Kue Gang was armored to the teeth in 4 9th grade demonic treasures, in conformity to his style in fact, exuding a bloody glow. Blood shadow cloud striders, vaulting blood demon armor, blood sea banner and world piercing claw. What the hell? 4 9th grade demonic treasures. Here's a money bag. Senior brother Liu Shu, your move. Go ahead. What the hell? I quit. Liu Shu threw away his 8th grade demonic treasure like trash and stomped away in anger. The sect leader's wealth is beyond measure. You're truly our leader in name and in reality. Bullshit. I've got nothing to do with this. Since Liu Shu has abstained, the win goes to Kue Gang, and so does the elite spot. You may now choose an elder or venerable as a master and become an elite. Kid, over here. Worship me. No, pick me. I'm totally devoted to cultivating. Sect leader, I already have a master in the labor office. Please send me there as well to stay by his side. What? A laborer takes on outer disciples? Labor office, 2 elite disciples. Alright, since you have such a filial heart, then I shall let you go to your master. And please tell your dear master that these items are quite nice and ask him to make me a set as well. Xie Wuer got up and swaggered off to his hall. Venerable Sha's eyes widened, while Grand Elder was calm having seen it coming. Sect leader, about the elite spots. Defeated again and again by mere outer disciples, do you think they are worthy to become our elites? Does that mean the competition is postponed again? Postponed? Do you think they can achieve some great enlightenment in a few months? No, I think the inner sect has lost its rights to be nurtured. What? You're telling me that punk Xie Wuer had you give me a message in front of everyone? Yes, master, the sect leader did tell me. Master, why did it sound like the sect leader is so close to you? No matter how close we are, that doesn't mean he had to make it public. I just had to do it once or twice more, and I'd get the perfect excuse to tidy up the inner sect. But he announced my existence, so now I've got the attention of all those elders and venerables. But why? That's exactly why. Didn't you set up a Luo clan outside? Then I ask you to raise another Luo clan here, in the labor office. Greetings, sect leader. That's why Dad always told me that when Master came to the labor office, he had a huge backing. Another Luo clan? This brat never gives a hoot about rules, but since I need him, I'll wait until the dust settles then. Leave us. We have things to discuss. Yes, sir. I want you to raise another pillar in the labor office, just like the inner sect and the elites are, to such an extent that those disciples will choose this place and leave those old guys hanging. Why? With just 2 more challenges, I will make the inner sect look useless, and you can retake your authority. Now you want to establish a new inner sect in the labor office, you will have to pay a huge price. Those old-timers are rooted in the inner sect. No matter how I change it, it won't amount to anything. It might buy us time for when the Double Dragon gathering comes, but in the long run, it will still degenerate. It's better to make a new move. Completely exhausting the power of the inner sect will destroy these old men forever. While the labor office is a place no one gives a damn about, the freest. You can do anything you want, and no one will tell you off. A new inner sect isn't a pet project. You need time, people, and resources to pull a stunt like this. Especially resources, since even as a sect leader with all those oldies pushing you, you'll hardly have the legitimate reason to come support the labor office. Anyone can tell dumping resources here is a waste. No one will agree. Who said I'm giving you anything? You have all the resources you need. You want me to pay for it? Why the hell should I? I don't know how you got loaded and came into wealth, even giving disciples so many top goodies, yet now you are complaining about sharing some with the sect. You're a demon-scheming sect disciple right now, so act like one. I'd never speak of this plan if not for your deep pockets. You're the only one who can bear this responsibility and raise a new inner sect. As for time, since you took just 10 years to get the Luo clan so high, you're sure to get a new inner sect built in a short time as well. Regarding people, you'll have the labor office to pick disciples from, and I've also spread the word that the labor office houses an expert that can train elites in a short time. I reckon the inner and outer disciples will flock to you. So lighten up, it's all a matter of resources now, haha. You're robbing me blind. That's my hard-earned capital. I can't just take everyone. Think it through. As a moneybag, don't come crying to me. It is your contribution to the sect. By the way, the kid must have told you by now. Give me a set as well. I'm fresh out. You've robbed me of everything and become a pauper. Kid, better make do on that set order I have for you. Since I'm covering for you, it's time you did something for me, haha. Frickin' Frassum, no one's as dirty as you. Oh, right, this is a demonic sect, everyone here stinks. Xie Wuyue, I'll get you for this and won't stop until you cry. An aged voice called from outside. Everyone is to gather at once. Elder Yuan, who called the meeting? Aren't Kuei Lang and Yu Ling gone? People come and go, but the camp is never without its soldiers. The two have left, but someone took their place. Hurry up now, or you'll piss him off. Did an inner disciple get dumped here again? 2 left, yet another one shows up. There's just no rest for the wicked. I wonder if he's any better. We're all here. Thank you, Elder Yuan. You are all gathered here for 2 reasons, one good and one bad. The bad news is, your happy days are over. Zhuo Fan. He's the new boss. Kuei Lang and Yu Ling are gone, and you have had around half a year of easy time. But now, I am in charge of the labor office and will get you to make up for those 6 months of lost time. Not to worry, I'm not as cruel as those 2. And thus we come to the good news. I am going to form an elite labor office here to assist you in your plight. What? The elite labor office? Everyone, this is the labor office. You can't get any lower than this in the sect. Everyone here is punished or cast out, never to see the light of day. The fortunate ones, like Kuei Lang and Yu Ling, who return to the inner sect or become executives, are too few. While the vast majority will live their last days here, fated to find their end as materials for the higher-ups training. You're lower than ants, so how can you hope for survival when death is set in stone? Yeah, we're only guinea pigs for others, raised for the right moment to take our lives. Everyone knows I am special since I got here. Without so much as a test, they put me here even though I didn't commit any crime. Why, you ask? Envious of my talent? You must have heard of Kuei Lang and Yu Ling's situation. And you've seen with your own eyes what a dark pit the inner sect is. It's those elders and venerables who are envious of talents that landed me in this place from which I can never escape. Even if I do, I will never wash away this stain of being a laborer, always beneath them. It's obvious that the sect leader came to the master for help in this plan. Yet now master has twisted it into playing the victim. Master sure knows how to spin it. That's how you rule. Kuei Lang and Yu Ling were bores with their rough tactics while Steward Zhuo is a smooth operator, all while leading them to their deaths. Inner sect is going too far. That's right. His status as steward on the outside wasn't just for show. So, I've decided. Since they've dumped me in the labor office, I'll take it over and never leave this damn place again. I will make the labor office the greatest place in the sect, its pride so high that any laborer who walks out will go with his head held high under the envy of the rest. From now on, the labor office has no waste, but elites. Let those other disciples watch you in jealousy, fighting to get into the labor office no matter how futile their attempts are. Just a pipe dream. The sect's resources are fixed, mainly for elites and those elders and venerables. Then come the inner disciples and executives and lastly the outer disciples. As for the labor office, it gets nothing. Even if you divide the labor office, who is this kid? I haven't seen him before. Everyone will cultivate based on their talents. Without resources, all your words are worth nothing. Yes, the sect won't give us anything to achieve it. Steward Zhuo, he is Tai Ying, having his shoulder blades run through for peeping on his senior sisters while bathing 3 years ago and has been locked ever since. He just got released and was thrown here. He has yet to hear of your illustrious name. Peeping in the girl's bath? That's nothing. And you can see it from his eyes, he isn't someone to lower himself by doing such crass acts. I do not know the whole story. All I know is that he peeped on the 7th Elder's granddaughter. 7th Elder? Kid, who played you? Oh, you're something to see through my sentence with one look. Hee, of course, commoners can't compete with the wealthy, as the wealthy can't compete with officials. Anyone with a brain can see peeping isn't a death sentence. That only leaves falling for someone's trap. Haha, the wealthy can't compete with the officials. Good one. Even the people from the labor office understand it. But then why did no elder or venerable want to hear my explanation? Dumbass, since they want to bury you, they'll never give you any chance to escape. Who do you think you are? If someone wants to deal with you, he's not going to let you talk back and shame him. Well, I don't understand, Boy, you just spoke a pack of lies with your speech to control the labor office and take even those scraps from them. I bet you're some oldie's son, in here for some crime and dumped here with bodyguards. I've seen it before. Using connections. He must have been had by a wastrel to feel such rancour and must despise any wastrel he sees. Since when did the great top-outer disciple Tai Ying get reduced to being petty and nitpicking? You're nothing but a nagging hag. The strongest disciple of the inner sect, Gui Hu? This guy. Who is it, and why does he look familiar? You know each other? Master, have you forgotten how you blew him off at the last inner competition in one sweep? He is Grand Elder's prized pupil, best inner disciple, Gui Hu. Oh, it's him. Oh, him. But his savagery was quite heavy then, unlike now. He must have made great headway in his mentality and heart. Master, you even forgot an expert like him? This guy. He didn't even give me a second thought. In front of him, I'm still too weak. Gui Hu, what are you doing here? Yeah, you should be well on your way as an elite. Steward Zhuo, Gui Hu, has been here for 2 days. They say he stole a pill, and Grand Elder banished him in rage. Stealing pills? The best inner disciple to become elite, having everything handed to him, stole? You came for me, didn't you? Fierce. Gui Hu hid his shock, then gave a slow nod. Ah, so you came for revenge. But what kind of grudge must have pushed you so far as to fall so low to pursue it? Buzz off. Who are you calling a moron? You are the product of your environment. I am not adept in the matters of the heart. While impermanence, Five's mentality evolved so much thanks to being around High Venerable, which made their domain a murder weapon. If you seek to go further on your path, walk by the kid's side. As for being some laborer, haha, High Venerable has a saying I most approve of, a strong man is strong no matter where he is. Zhuo Fan, I wish to follow you. Why? To train my heart. Come right over. Wait, Master. The Grand Elder cherishes his disciple, and if he is letting him come here, it must be with a twisted plan in mind. Moreover, won't it affect the grand design of yours and the sect leaders? Runt, your caution is ill-placed here. We have only just begun, and there's no way for those oldies in the inner sect to catch wind of anything. Don't you find sending their disciple just to probe me so soon a waste? Moreover, the look in his eyes is similar to a friend of mine who's a martial arts fanatic. He's here to train, don't worry. Haha, I feel the same. Gui Hu is too pig-headed and impulsive to be a good spy. Even if his master gave him such a task, it will butt heads with his nature. But I feel the sincerity in his eyes in wishing to learn. How rare, some youths are willing to brave anything to walk their path. Grand Elder is a true visionary to know what his disciple needs the most. Haha. Senior brother Gui Hu, you're telling me that you want to follow him? Are you sure? You're the greatest in the inner sect, yet you're fawning over a wastrel. Have you lost all dignity over just one failure? You know nothing. But I'll humor you, that man right there on the stage made me feel powerless. Among this entire labor office, I will follow only him. What the hell is going on here? Since when was profound heaven stage cultivation amazing? People, Brother Tai Ying raised a valid question that I am going to answer right now. The resources are not a problem, they will come from me. If you don't believe me, take a closer look at my disciples. Look, he's wearing a 9th grade demonic treasure. When did this labor office become a gold mine? Fellow brothers, these children challenged inner disciples and yet came back alive and well. Why? Because I can give you much, much more. All of you who wish to follow me, shout out my name. Steward Zhuo. In order to follow me, there are some conditions. To thirst for strength. I have no need for loafers. Through a trial I'll soon set up in the labor office, I will test each and every one of you if you're worthy to join the elite labor office and deserving of my endless resources. I promise you that those who pass will become elders or venerables. You will no longer have to join the Azura circle. And as for those who fail, sorry, but you'll remain as simple laborers waiting for death in the Azura circle. Wait, we still have to pass a test. I haven't cultivated in weeks. 7. Those who want to be strong, come with me. If you are so afraid to even take this step to become strong, to join me, then you deserve your fate as ants. You don't have the drive to thirst for power, you are weak. Let's see. What a profound heaven cultivator has that can make so many fall for his words. For even the greatest inner disciple, Gui Hu, to follow him. Heaven, earth, profound, yellow. 4 direction gates open. The ceaseless rumbling accompanied the appearance of 4 doors merging into reality, with each having a different word etched on the top. Heaven, earth, profound and yellow. What is this? Each door is a sealed array and also your test. Between heaven and earth, heaven and man combine to form body, mind, and soul. It changes and mutates into endless variations. Each of the arrays here is made of a blend of 3 types: trapping, killing, and bewildering, an ever-shifting space. You simply need to pass any one of these tests, and you will become an elite in the labor office and will be absolved from the suffering of the Azura circle. You mean they're all the same? Why 4 then? Good question. Making all 4 doors the same would have been a pointless act. The yellow door is the simplest. With heaven, earth, profound, and yellow targeting different aspects, the difficulty rises from yellow to heaven. Just like how there are outer disciples, inner disciples, and elites. There are arrays of 5th grade and 6th grade, with the heaven door being a 7th grade array. This kid, he actually can set up 7th grade arrays. The 4 doors target different aspects. As you can see, I'm not here to test your strength but your potential. Since you just have to stick with me for a bit, and strength would come by itself. Intelligent. Someone's out to change the status quo in the sect. And this guy is his right hand, stirring up chaos in the labor office. It's like challenging those old men in the inner sect and taking food from their mouths. He's going to change the hierarchy of the sect. Great. I know your plan, and I'll join. It's high time for the demon scheming sect to change. You have to prove yourself to me first. Such a smart guy. Before I do, answer me this. Will you take me with you once I come out of it? I will. But I must warn you, there's a killing array inside. Having been locked up for 3 years, your strength must have waned. For your sake, choose the profound door. We can die in there. Live as geniuses or die as heroes. I'd rather die than not live my life to the fullest. The kid has a nice personality and will achieve great things. Those oldies trash is another man's gold. But let's wait until he comes out alive and not jump the gun. A dark figure shot inside the heaven door before anyone took notice. Who the hell is so suicidal as to take on the hardest door? It's Gui Hu. Gui Hu broke into the heaven door. Gui Hu. Haha, he is the Grand Elder's disciple, of great talent and immense ability. Now that he's in the labor office, he's on our side. He is bold and capable. I'd train him even without you needing to point it out. Though I can't say if he'll stick with me or go back to Grand Elder in the end. Anyway, all of this is for the Double Dragon gathering. Haha, yeah, the bigger picture. He's out. He was gasping and exhausted, on the verge of collapse. Why is he injured so badly? Master, didn't we come out of that 7th grade array? This array is only 6th grade. How hard can it be? Those arrays you used were designed for your cultivation. 7th grade but far weaker, while the earth door has trapping, killing, and bewildering arrays blending together to achieve a multiplicative effect. You're welcome to try the heaven door if you don't believe me. I promise you there'll be nothing left of you. I'd rather not. Followed by a louder sound, a bloody figure came out from the earth door, but his eyes flashed with savagery. It's Tai Ying. Just what's in there to make a 7th layer of radiant stage expert so wretched? This area is too dangerous. There's no way to survive. I'm not going. Congratulations on your success. Here's your reward. Gui Hu has passed the heaven door and received a 7th grade demonic treasure and 4 7th grade pills. Tai Ying passed the earth door and received a 6th grade demonic treasure and 3 6th grade pills. Oh, I forgot to mention. Besides entering the elite labor office and enjoying my many resources, you also get a reward. 7th grade demonic treasure and 4 7th grade pills for the heaven door. 6th grade demonic treasure and 3 6th grade pills for the earth door. A 5th grade demonic treasure and 2 5th grade pills for the profound door. A 4th grade demonic treasure and 1 4th grade pill for the yellow door. There are few turning points in one's life. Whether you grasp it and soar, become a dragon among ants, it will all be up to you. The red-eyed mob took to the doors like an assault, all lusting for shiny rewards in detriment of their lives and the dangers they would face, losing all reason. Once everyone got in, Gui who glanced at his blade and gave it back. Here, I know your words were just to entice them. Now that they believe it, here, take it back. They were to entice them, yes, but were also real. This is your reward for clearing the heaven door. Keep it if you want to be an elite laborer. You deserve it, but it's too valuable. Are you really going to give it to me? How so? It's only a small reward. I am no poor fellow. Master is well off. If you don't want it, he'll just give it to someone else. What? I told you, upon joining the elite labor office, you will receive plenty of resources, all from me. Now then, you too, Tai Ying in particular, you don't have to worry about the sect's political struggles while you are in the labor office. We do not rely on the sect, only on me. He wants to make his own faction hidden from the sect's eyes. Don't all disciples come to sects for resources? Why stick to the sect when he's the one giving them out? Brother Zhuo, what might we call you? I've been the steward of my clan before this, and now I'm the steward of the labor office's elites. So just call me Steward Zhuo. Yes, Steward Zhuo. Zhuo Fan did a head count once everyone was out. At least a fifth of them would have died in these doors. Not that anyone cared when they all looked after themselves first and foremost. While you rushed in, some disciples left, aware of their limitations and frail hearts. Their future will forever be average, or some might return here never to come out, who knows? Some people break in but never come out. That's because they overestimate their capabilities. But to you, congratulations. You are now elite laborers and will receive everything you need from me. Steward Zhuo. Most of you entered the yellow gate, with a rare few taking the profound one. Just how the doors are different, so are the rewards. If you want another door's treasure, then do your best and cultivate. Take on the next door, and I will give you the same reward your neighbor got. It's insane. They've all gone crazy. Second Elder, what has gotten you so testy? Venerable Sure, those hussies of mine have asked me to let them go to the labor office. You tell me if it warrants anger or not. Labor office? They've all gone mental. Seventh Elder, what happened to you? What else? It's that damn labor office. Your disciples came crying to send them to the labor office as well. Come crying? That would have been way better. Those brats are demanding it. Of course I refused. Then they stole my pills and ruined my home. They were doing all kinds of crimes, one bigger than the last. Now I have locked them up to reflect. I'm outraged. What on earth happened? Venerable Sure, you still don't know? Labor office has an aberration, throwing out pills and treasures like garbage and even establishing some elite labor office. As long as a laborer passes his tests, they'll get treasures and pills, resources even. They get more stuff than even an elite. The news has made the disciples lose their minds, all coming up with strange plans to get punished and be sent to the labor office. This fight is harsher than even in the inner sect competition. Labor office again. The sect leader has played his hand, I see, and he played it big. Sect leader, you too, convene with the elders and venerables. Let's see just how far the sect leader is going to take it. Yes. The ringing spread across the inner sect and the oldies rushed to the hall. Xie Wuyue frowned, walking over as well. The place was packed. Sect leader. Who called for this meeting? The copper bell can only be rung in times of great crisis, unless the sect leader does it himself. Have you forgotten, or is the sect in grave peril? Sect leader, I have rung it. There's an urgent matter in need of your attention. And what might that be? A siege. Inner chaos is more pressing. The unity of our people will brave any dangers. The demon-scheming sect will survive, which makes this inner trouble a pressing matter. We have to settle it before it affects our safety. What could have happened to be so critical that it would lead to our destruction? Elders, venerables, how many disciples are exhibiting odd behavior? How many are talking about going to the labor office? I've lost half of my disciples, and it won't be long before I have none left. You fool, just refuse. You're the fool. If I refused, who knows what they'd do, who they'd piss off. I used to scare them with labor office threats, but now they'd accept it on the spot. Yeah, my disciples are going crazy as well, shirking all responsibilities. What am I supposed to do? Labor office is the latest fashion all of a sudden. Everyone is dying to go there. Zhuo Fan did such a good job. The blow that hurt the most is the labor office being out of these old-timers' control. Give it a few more days, and the inner sect will collapse. Sect leader, do you see? In a state such as this, the environment is no longer suited to promote learning and nurturing. With the entire balance turned upside down, it will soon spread to the entire sect, until the sect is no more. What will you have me do then? Sect leader, remove that so-called elite labor office's false name and reorganize the labor office. Please, sect leader, reorganize the sect. Uphold the rules. I will uphold the rules indeed. But with the labor office being the lowest rung of the demon scheming sect, it hasn't seen administration in ages, leaving it to run its course. And if a man of great talent were to come out of it, he would be just like High Venerable. It is the only hope for all those criminals, where a great merit will lift them above this wretched station. This is the sect's rule, our rule. Touching the labor office equals relinquishing all that we stand for and our ancestors. By the way, Venerable Shi is right about one thing. Everyone aims for a higher standing. If you can't even get a hold of your disciples, have you ever thought that you're not high enough? Xie Wuyue left with a self-righteous grin, strutting out of the hall and leaving the oldies choking on their words. See, the sect leader has made his stance clear. It goes to show that he had a hand in it, all directed at us. Letting this devolve any further will leave us penniless, but the flood of resources coming from the labor office to train the disciples isn't stopping. As the sect's resources have to pass through us before being dispatched. How exactly did the sect leader fork out such a huge amount to strike back at us? It eludes me as well. But one thing remains unchanged, we can't let the labor office's attraction go on. As we don't know the full extent of those resources. No matter how we regulate the sect's resources, it won't affect the labor office. What worries me is that, when we are left with no disciples, the sect leader will use this as an excuse to take control of our rightful resources. The sect leader's drastic move is ingenious. Yes, the sect leader did use a great move, but can't we do the same and beat him at his own game? The sect leader has put out this elite labor office as bait to draw our disciples in. But as long as we settle our own disciples, it loses its effect. And as the labor office's resource upkeep keeps rising, it will soon run out of fuel, and no disciples will approach. It will ruin his plan for good. Let's see who lasts the longest. Haha. We'll just play the waiting game, and one day it'll run out, and then chaos will follow with him crying. Haha. How do we stop disciples from going to the labor office, though? It might work for a short time, but not forever. Grand Elder is right. With so many disciples, how can we lock them all up? We set a precedent. If the disciples don't hear reason, we'll kill a couple, and they'll all fall in line. What? I know your fears and can easily deal with them. We just have to do it together so that there will be no difference between who the disciples choose. Is everyone willing to bear this stigma? That's right, with everyone else killing disciples as well, we'll all earn a bad name. Do you think I won't dare to punish you, you little brats? Your time has come. With all in agreement, it's decided. With everyone having the same reputation, an escape wouldn't exist, and any that fails to do it will earn the wrath of the entire inner sect. Venerable Qi, Venerable Bai. We may have had our differences, but we are up against a common enemy, the sect leader. I hope you will join the fight for the greater good. If the inner sect collapses, so too will your interests. The two sighed and nodded. With all oldies of the inner sect of one mind, Xie Wuyue's plan has no chance. More than half of the sect's power is held by elders and venerables. Grand Elder, please wait. I heard you've cast out your prized disciple Gui Hu into the labor office. Why? He violated the rules, and therefore he was sent there. Haha, Grand Elder, do you not trust me? With Gui Hu being your pride and glory, no matter how vile the act was, you'd still not send him there. Moreover, after a couple of days of you sending him there, the elite labor office appeared. Venerable Shi has made a thorough investigation. Haha, fine, I'll tell you. When Gui Hu lost to Zhuo Fan and that girl asked to return to the labor office, it raised my suspicions. So I sent Gui Hu earlier as a spy. The sooner I know about what's going on, the easier it is to strike. The Grand Elder's vision is so wide and selfless. Even sending your prized pupil as a spy. Haha, it's nothing. Others weren't suitable, and I could only send Gui Hu. It pains me even now to think about it. Then, Venerable Shi, I'll be going. Please, if you need anything in the future, just ask. Grand Elder smiled and left. Venerable Shu failed to catch the subtle shift in his expressions, a heavy mood. Nor did the Grand Elder see Venerable Shu's suspicion. As both parties were in doubt, neither revealed their treachery to the other. Meanwhile, Venerable Qi and Venerable Bai returned to Venerable Bai's home to discuss. No matter the regrets of dirtying their hands with their pupil's blood, they had no choice in the matter. Old Bai, what should we do? Are you really going to kill the disciples? Greetings, Master. Steward Zhuo has paid a visit. Steward Zhuo? Who's that? The steward of the elite labor office, Zhuo Fan, Steward Zhuo. Since Venerables have already guessed that I work for the sect leader, then you must have also guessed the purpose of my visit. We understand the sect leader's design, but not his actions. We are Venerables, giving our all for the sect and not tangling with unnecessary squabbles. I mean, we are part of the inner sect and cannot follow the sect leader's request. The elder and venerable meeting had long since finished, yet everyone stayed behind even as the sect leader left. Did you perhaps come up with a secret plan? No comment. I can pretty much guess anyway. Uniting the entire inner sect in the face of this adversity. But did you ever wonder what you'd do afterwards? Kue Lang, Yu Ling, your masters have asked for you. What can we do for you, master? Nothing much. They've been bored as of late. They wanted to know about your life over the past decade in the labor office. The four were stumped about his point. But since the Venerables stayed silent, the two acquiesced to Zhuo Fan's request. Master, we're done. We'll leave now. You don't feel it? Zhuo Fan raised an eyebrow. Steward Zhuo, you're too green. The path of demonic cultivators is wrought with pain and injustice. The labor office is just a phase in their long tempering. Did you think we'd be sad over our disciples' pain and loss? Was this what I had you feel? What I meant was, who was the catalyst to their bitterness? Who was it that laughed in their face? It matters not that they were ridiculed, but who did the ridiculing in the end? They were framed, but that's their own stupidity to blame. Yet the culprit did it with blatant disregard of their masters. They clearly don't care about you too. And why did you work so hard to have the two back under you? Wasn't it because you had no one else under you to use after they were sacked? Oh, the horror. Disciples are of little value, yes, but you two just lay there getting bitch-slapped and didn't even twitch. I, for one, take my hat off. Venerable Qi said just now that I am green. Haha, true, I am still very much green. Many things I can't stand, even being called a bastard. That's enough. Venerable Bai snapped in anger. Zhuo Fan, I am showing respect to you out of kindness to the sect leader. Don't push it. Did I? Have I slapped Venerable's faces? That guy bitch-slapped you for decades, and yet you still want to be his errand boy. While I haven't been in the sect for long and cared for your dear disciples, yet you want to make me the enemy while keeping him as your ally. Who's the excessive one here, and who's despicable? Zhuo Fan, enough of your taunts. All the elders and venerables of the inner sect are in this together. We rise and fall as one. Go back and tell the sect leader that we appreciate his kindness, but it's a pity that we have to let him down. Now don't be too hasty. Aren't you all fighting to get the same thing, resources? But did you ever wonder that once all this blows over, if they'll get the pie while you get the scraps? When the inner sect is finished, we won't even have the scrap. Since the inner sect has no scraps, you are welcome to join the labor office to revel in a juicy pie. Join the labor office? To be totally honest, the labor office is overcrowded and needs elders or venerables supervision. If the sirs find it appropriate, you are welcome to the labor office to take over. In plain words, the sect leader wants the elite labor office to become the new inner sect for raising elites. Even with how deep-rooted inner sect is, it'll only be a matter of time before it's empty. Venerable Shu is in control of the inner sect. He gets the pie, and you get the scraps. But by coming to the labor office now, you'll get the pie, and he won't even get to touch the scraps. You do not have to stick with them. Come now and enjoy the most, or later and you get nothing. Sect leader wants a new inner sect. But the elite labor office is too fresh, and who knows how long it'll last. The danger is high. Zhuo Fan pierced their doubts with his sharp eye and revealed 2 vials. Is this 10th grade pill? The heaven-reaching pill, to be exact. Just a little token. If you still find it suspicious, you're welcome to get more people to join. For every elder or venerable coming to the labor office, I'll offer an 8th grade pill. 8th grade? Yes, that's right. Since you'll be the mediators, you'll receive a bigger reward for your efforts. The rest will only get 8th grade. But you better work fast, the spots are limited. By working in tandem, The sect leader and Zhuo Fan will spell the end of the inner sect as we know it. Sitting here any longer will make us cannon fodder. Switching sides is a much more sensible choice. We agree to join you and will even rope in others worthy of trust. Perfect. With the inner sect rotten, I have just the place for you to leave your mark. Welcome aboard. Zhuo Fan's trademark evil smile was back in business. Master, you're back. Master, where have you been for the past 3 days? We've been working hard here, and you were goofing off. It's wandering off, you better remember that, brat. Steward Zhuo, you said you'll let me stay by your side. Could you take me with you the next time you go? Haha, I know what you mean, but this time was different. Besides getting the 2 venerables, I used the past few days to pay a visit to other known disciples Kuei Lang and Yu Ling pointed out. I didn't take Gui who since he was the Grand Elder's disciple. While he came to me to train for the Double Dragon Gathering, I would rather play it safe when it came to pulling the carpet from under the other party. Steward Zhuo, for the past few days, the line of inner and outer disciples has been thinning. What are you 4 standing around for? Get back to your stations. They all nodded and returned to their posts. Only Elder Yuan remained and smiled at Zhuo Fan. Young ones are too green in handling affairs. It's not that I don't trust them, but I fear they will be rash and expose your plan. I know, haha. Elder Yuan, I've been running around the inner sect these past few days and noticed that the old geezers are making a move to curb the disciples' new trend. They noticed our plan then. They have to get a grip on their disciples, and no amount of effort on our part will change that. The sect situation has always been up to the people's trend. Venerable Shi is too sharp to not notice it. Be that as it may, too bad the inner sect isn't so tough after all. The oldies are too much at odds with each other, even as they band together to weather the storm. All I need is to instigate them, and a crack shall form, and with a few promises, they'll turn faster than flipping a book. Venerable Qi and Bai will do the splitting for me while with Kuei Lang and Yu Ling's help, I've got some strong inner disciples on board. The favor I gave them is showing its worth. I am amazed how Steward Zhuo's every step is calculated and controlled, haha. Please, I had to waste 2 10th grade pills for those venerables. And that's just the start. For the other oldies, I will have to give an 8th grade pill each. I'll be ruined at this rate. Are you running low? How much do you have left? Why do you care so much? You think I don't know that just after telling you that I can raise a sect, the next second Xiaowuwa came telling me to do so? Think I'm stupid? Telling you about my wealth will make you do everything to make me spend it all. That means you have plenty to spare, haha. Great. The kid has no connection to the sect, even with his 2 disciples here. Steward Zhuo, you've gone to such lengths and spent so much for the sect, and having received nothing in return must have put you in a bad mood. Then let me tell you a secret rumor that might be of little help. The rumor comes from the Western lands, and only the higher-ups of the sects are privy to it. I only got to hear about it by playing lackey to an alchemist. It is about the secret of the dragon vein soul. Dragon vein soul? You mean that 9-dragon diamond body? That's just a waste of a dragon soul's power. What do you mean? With the 9 dragon souls in one's body, anyone who can withstand their torture while under the ethereal stage will achieve the 9 dragons diamond body and enter the ethereal stage on the spot. But this path is a waste, because his soul would become that of an earth dragon soul. When meeting another ethereal stage expert, your body may be tough, but your soul will be weaker. The better way of using dragon souls is the 10 dragon soul convergence. Conjoining heaven and earth, activating the heaven vein, and drawing the 9 heaven dragons' powers into yourself to form the heaven dragon soul. It is beyond anything the earth dragon soul can achieve. This soul's natural aura can quell another's soul and make battles far easier. Rumor has it that the earth dragon soul is a top soul but lacks in both attack styles, and one could only skip 2 layers while the heaven dragon soul can skip 5. 10 earth dragon souls lead to heavenly dragon souls. Never heard of it. What? Not even the 9 serenities sovereign knew? Wait. There's a story that seems to be related about the true dragon soul. The sacred domain's dragon race had the dragon tomb where its generations were buried, and the dragon power ran strong. By using it to refine the soul, the strongest dragon soul would take shape. But that place was the dragon race's restricted area, under tight guard. Going there as anything but an ethereal stage was a death wish, but from Elder Yuan's words, this heaven dragon soul sounds like a soul formed by refinement of the dragon tomb's dragon power. The 10 dragons open the heavens and provide one with the timing to enter the ethereal stage. Though lacking in the 9 dragons' diamond body's toughness, it matters not when soul is all that counts in the ethereal stage. In the western lands we are in, Only the Double Dragon Sect's Exalted Double Dragon managed to achieve the Heaven Dragon Soul. Exalted Double Dragon? It sounds like it's connected to the Double Dragon Gathering. Haha, the Double Dragon Gathering is something Double Dragon Manor set up. You'll know of its importance in due time. Exalted Double Dragon is the leader of Double Dragon Manor, be it the 9 dragons diamond body or 10 dragons opening the heavens, they all came from them. It is the source of the highest martial arts in Western lands. Calling them the top of Western lands isn't without reason. What about Dan Qingxun then? Wasn't he the best in Western lands? Haha, Dan Qingxun. He's their only disciple. Did Dan Qingxun come from Double Dragon Manor? Those two were visionaries that never took disciples. Even to otherworldly talents, all they did was guide them. The only exception being Dan Qingxun, the genius seen once every 10 millennia, to whom they both poured their heart and soul into teaching. He exceeded his masters and became the best in the Western lands. But because of a falling out that threw Western lands into chaos, Dan Qingxun left without a word. That's why the best in Western lands is the Exalted Double Dragon. The Exalted Double Dragon might not even want this title, having lost such an amazing disciple they might never meet again. Few are those that can see the diamond in the rough. While a true eye for talent might not even find the most dazzling gem of them all. Steward Zhuo, by seeing the Earth Dragon Soul on you, last time I surmised you'd want to attain the 10 dragons opening the heavens. The dangers are great, and even your soul might be at risk of annihilation from the dragon power, but with your talent, you can give it a try. It's lucky that you're in the profound heaven stage and will take some time to reach the ethereal stage. Just gather the 10 dragon souls. I got 9. You have 9 Earth Dragon Souls? All tucked away in my body. Now all I have to do is get the 10th and see if the 10 dragons opening the heavens is worth it. You have 9 dragon souls inside you, yet you still have not refined them. Don't you fear being devoured? By who? Those cowardly reptiles. This is what I use to crush them. What is this azure flame to quell the deadly Earth Dragon Soul? He's using his body as a cage to hold the 9 dragon souls. I got them back in Tianyu, from someone training in 9 dragons diamond body. I was considering using the 9 dragons diamond body to enter the ethereal stage but abandoned the thought as it made my cultivation unstable. Now that I've heard of the 10 dragons opening the heavens, I can only rejoice at my right decision to wait it out. Even if the cage is strong, by the 9 dragon souls continuously attacking, it will collapse sooner or later. Zhuo Fan, however, completely suppressed these 9 dragon souls and tied up their fangs and claws. It's really hard to imagine that someone would actually store 9 dragon souls in his body. Steward Zhuo, your fartedness is beyond anything I know. I would have long since entered the ethereal stage if I were you. Thank you. Half a month later. Damn it. Venerable Qi, Venerable Bai, damn them all. They threw us all away and went to that damn labor office in public. The inner sect's rise and fall depend on all of us. The two might hate us, but they aren't so stupid as to not see the bigger picture. Why then? Those that have changed sides in public are all tied to those wretched venerables. While Kuei Lang, Yu Ling, and a few other known disciples organized in secret and waited for the right chance to explode into action. They played us. What's the use of stating the obvious now? I only want to know who put them up to this. It's been so long under wraps that it had to be premeditated, but the sect leader's character is known to be watched within the sect. No one wants to play with the bull and get the horns. He always does things with an iron fist and forgoes subtleties. Who is responsible for setting them on this path? Find him out. Venerable Shi, I have been listening. The sect leader isn't the one who got them to act. It was Zhuo Fan, the one everyone calls Steward Zhuo, the founder of the elite labor office. Again, Zhuo Fan? The same one who interfered with the inner sect competition? Yes, that's him. They say he is incredible, a power unlike any profound heaven cultivator should have. We've caught a glimpse of it in that ring. But what is even more frightening is his calculative mind, his insidious plots, paling even sect leaders. While the sect leader uses force, he employs a softer touch. The carrot and the stick. How is it that you know so much about what they talked about? I went to visit an elder that switched to the labor office to find more information only to be cursed and berated. Saying something about taking his female disciple a decade ago and that I even flaunted it in his face. That we are now enemies. He also has a vile temper, and in his rant he revealed how the kid antagonized him against us with a few honeyed words. I then realized that the kid not only uncovered past grudges but also gave them an 8th grade pill. I reckon that was what sealed the deal. An 8th grade pill. Why didn't he come to me as well? I'd come willingly. Why would he come to you when he was after those unreconciled people? He'll never trust you knowing you stuff your pockets by emptying mine. We are the true winners in the inner sect. It is our turf. Or would you rather be without a home and at another's mercy? Zhuo Fan, a mere laborer of exceptional skill, I have no choice but to meet you myself. Kuei Lang stood there with an inquisitive look before the rumbling door, and just as he took a step, a voice entered his ears. Make sure you know your limits before stepping into the heaven door. Even I had a high risk of dying. Senior brother Gui Hu, don't try to scare me and just tell me how dangerous it is. Since my son cleared a 7th grade array, I can do it too. I'm not so stupid to fall for your threat. It's up to you. Kuei Lang was stuck between advancing and retreating. It was then that Kuei Gang rushed over. Don't do it, Dad. You'll die. Even senior brother Gui, who had to pay a heavy price. You mean he was serious? Is this 7th grade array that deadly? Master has set it up specifically to test elites. It's unlike the one I trained in. Son, is this safe? This one's easier. Senior brother Tai Ying cleared it at the peak profound heaven stage. If I can't get a 7th grade demonic treasure, I guess 6th grade is better than nothing. Son, this one isn't easy either, I see. This is why every disciple rushed to Steward Shua's elite labor office like crazed shoppers. I'd brave offending my own master too if I could get in here, but I'm not a disciple anymore. All that matters in the end is personal strength. No matter where you can raise it, even in the labor office, that is the best place to be. Venerable Bai is right. Elders, venerables, the elite labor office isn't the inner sect. It's not based on competition but trials. Each one of you is free to guide your disciples, but the result may not necessarily be in their favor. In these trials, strength isn't the definitive answer for overcoming them. That's good. Now there will be no need to play tricks for those little resources. It will be the best thing for the disciples' cultivation. That's right. The elite labor office uses trials so the disciples do not resort to petty tricks. The 4 trials are fair. But as people are lazy by nature, few hardly consider themselves the opponent, driving to better themselves. That's why the inner sect adopted competition as a solution to raise tough disciples. While the labor office uses trials yet still manages to instill excitement into them for cultivation with its large reward as a lure. But to put it in effect, a huge amount of resources is needed. Steward Zhuo, I don't know where you got so many resources to implement this plan, but it can't go on forever. When the resources dry up, won't we return to the same situation as in the inner sect? Zhuo Fan hid a smile. The reward is only temporary, to squash the inner sect and steal their authority. Once the inner sect is done for, every high disciple will be in the labor office and I can do whatever I want with it and not bleed money every day. The high rewards would have to stop and only be placed on the top disciples, leading to the same situation as the inner sect. His mission would be over and done with and he would be home free. Why the hell would he waste away in this sect? Venerable Bai has a good head on his shoulders. But, so what? I'm not stupid. Do I have to pay for this sect for the rest of my life? People, it is not for you to worry about, but the sect leader. That being said, even if it gets to that, you won't lose anything but win all the same. Aren't you the first to join us? Yeah, so what if it does become the inner sect? We're the bosses here, we will get the biggest slice. Steward Zhuo is wise beyond his years. The sect leader chose the perfect candidate for this job. Now I see why Xie Wuer said the sect is rotten, and from the way I see it, the rot runs deep. Thank you. If this ever happened in the Luo clan, he'd be dealing death left and right. A white figure entered their eyes. Grand Elder, why are you here? Master, Steward Zhuo, I presume, nice to meet you. I am the Grand Elder of the Demon Scheming Sect wishing to discuss something with you. May we go to a more private place? Steward Zhuo, this old-timer must be up to something. Don't go. I'm the sect leader's man. Since they've approached me in the open, they won't do anything to me. It's fine. I am but a laborer and flattered that Grand Elder would bother himself to invite me in person. We may go. The young are bold. Sect leader entrusted his plan to you for the right reasons. Let's go. The two soon arrived at a creek, where a man was waiting. Venerable Sir? Why could you have asked me to? Stop it. You're just Xie Wuer's pawn, an expendable cannon fodder. Why do you insist on getting on every venerable elder's bad side? It will only work against you for your future stay in the sect. Am I supposed to offend the sect leader instead? My end will come even faster. The ignorance of youth. Do you think Xie Wuer can help you? Wrong, he's only letting you take the fall. By establishing an elite labor office, you've made an enemy out of every elder and venerable. While Xiaoyue would use you to take all our power, he'll still need us to manage the sect. How do you think he'll appease our anger? He'll throw you to the wolves, a truly tragic fate. But at least so far, I'm safe. Really? Not now anymore. Venerable Sha squinted and exploded with power, enveloping Zhuo Fan in endless thirst for blood. Zhuo Fan faltered back 3 steps with a frown and a pained look. Venerable Sha's soul pressure felt like the whole world was on his shoulders and he almost activated Azure Flame's self-defense. But Zhuo Fan chose to bear it, staring defiantly. Aren't you afraid, kid? That's my line. I'm not just any laborer you can touch. Make your move and see what the sect leader has to say about it. Who'd he pick, I wonder? The porn you keep droning about or some oldies? You didn't think this through, did you? So that's why Xiaoyue entrusted everything to you. You don't lack a spine. In any case, remember my words. Sooner or later you will leave his protection. Thanks for the tip, I'll be sure to treasure it. If that is all, I'll be going now. He sure is something. Just a profound heaven stage in cultivation, and yet could hold his own under your soul pressure. His own soul must be tough, tougher than a peak radiant stage. He is a talent of exceptional quality, and that's not the worst of it. He actually managed to make me feel fear, even if for an instant, from his ineffable calm. His gall is impressive, but unlike others who bluster with misplaced confidence or are rash, his calm comes from complete control of the situation. This tells me that he isn't just a pawn but the true mastermind. Indeed, he got us where it hurts the most and knew we wouldn't touch him at such a critical time. That is why he came behind enemy lines so carefree. He is of the leading stock and may even be the next sect leader. Another Xiaoyue, no, even more dangerous in fact. So, what do we do next? Force won't help us here. With all of us elders and venerables in the inner sect having the same interests, nobody can use force, especially now with so many disciples turning on us. By my reckoning, there will only be more people going to the labor office in the days to come. Our grip on them has slipped. However, since we can't touch him, I'm sure we can find someone who can. Since they used disciples to destroy us, we'll pay them back with the same coin. Steward Zhuo, is everything all right? I was about to take the rest and make them answer for detaining you. They aren't fools. Fighting is the worst option for them. That's good. By the way, Steward Zhuo, someone wants to meet you. Me. Venerables, Steward Zhuo has come. Zhuo Fan, we meet at last. Genius, join our elite area. Wait, hold up. Who are you, a Steward Zhuo? They are elite instructor venerables, Fiend Yang, Fiend Yin, and Fiend Gui. They go by the name 3 Fiends of Hell. Along with the sect leader back in the day, they went by 4 Fiends of Hell, geniuses who survived the Double Dragon gathering. A real man does not boast, venerable by. Don't do that, haha. What's so great about coming back alive? Is that something to take pride in? Venerable sirs, to what do I owe this honored visit? Zhuo Fan, you've done a great job with the elite labor office. The sect leader is so proud that he had us come here to tell you that besides the set of demonic treasures you owe him, you are to make 3 more, for each of us. What? Venerable sirs, aren't you getting it all wrong? After commending and lauding me, you should be rewarding me and not asking for more things from me. Haha, you can't even take a joke. The sect leader has decided that these disciples can become the pillars of the sects in terms of quality and quantity, hence he will allocate half of the inner sect's resources for training these budding experts. In addition, you'll have elite spots as well, but it will depend on their strength to take as many as they can. Oh, I didn't expect the sect leader to move so fast, transferring resources now. The inner sect will be doomed soon. Luckily we came early, or we would have been buried with the inner sect. That's great. The elite labor office is on the right track, and I'm 1 step closer to finishing my mission. When will the elite selection take place, sirs? In 2 days, so get ready. And you'll be joining it as well, kid, no discussion. We have our TS on you, and you can't escape. But I'm just a laborer. What's wrong with that? Look around you, they're all laborious. With so many promising inner and outer disciples coming here, not letting laborious enter the elite area is tantamount to suicide. I bet the sect leader will call a meeting of elders in a couple of days to talk it over. With so many venerables and even more to come, this decision is as good as made. Boy, you've done a great job getting to change the sect's rule. This has hardly ever happened in the sect's thousands of years of history. That's great. It's a great achievement. Steward Zhuo, a great achievement. Oh, they're just puppets in front of the stage, and the fate is still in the hands of those above them. In the past, this would have been unbearable. I'm the demonic emperor. How could I be a pawn? But now. It doesn't matter. I don't care about any of this. I'm like an outsider. I can advance or retreat as I please, and I will no longer be at the mercy of the situation. This realization made his heart thump, his eyes shining. I'm advancing again. The feeling is, venerable Bai, I'll leave the rest to you. Steward Zhuo, don't worry. We are now elders of the labor office. We will do our very best. Now that I have capable managers around, I don't need to worry about this place anymore. Freedom. Zhuo Fan flew away in his newfound bliss, back to the shabby labor office place where he stayed. There's still 2 years until the next Azura circle. Work hard, and you can enter the elite labor office, freeing yourself from such an agonizing fate. Elder Yuan's wisdom is boundless, reaching a state of calmness and transcendence. I thought that with me behind him, this old man would be a bit arrogant. Yet reality shows otherwise. All that power did not get to his head. He was only becoming kinder and more nurturing. Anyway, the heart is what it all came down to for experiencing the world and all its nuances. Yun Xuanji was right. The ex-demonic emperor had a stale life, filled with fighting and killing and comprehending the demonic way. He rarely experienced the various situations in the world and understood the true meaning of the demonic way. Although I don't know who you really are, looking at what you have done along the way, these are not the immature tricks of a young boy, they must be the rebirth of a master. If this is true, if a master can start over again, he must have encountered a certain death. Upon finding the 9 Serenities secret records, I thought my chance had come, but now that I think about it, this rebirth seems to be my real chance. Heaven offered me a second chance at walking the demonic path in a more profound and intricate way. Steward Zhuo, why are you back here? Elder Yuan, I am on the verge of a breakthrough. Could you tell me of a quiet place with no interferences? Weren't you advancing like it was nothing so far? Why are you so serious this time? I can feel that this time will make me sore. I must get ready lest I come to regret it for as long as I live. What? In that case. Then we can't have you disturbed. That is a warning coming from your heart that this breakthrough will be extraordinary. But it's such an important matter. Why are you so calm then? Even I am worried sick for you. Haha, no matter how crucial it is, be it success or failure, I can only do my best. Worry will only drag me down. Just doing my best to glean into heaven and follow my heart. His heart has reached the blasé level. With such a heart, no demon will corrupt him. This is good, but the warning from the heart will pose some trouble. He should be fine. Steward Zhuo, you've come to the right person. Having been in the demon scheming sect for so long, I know many secluded areas. Come with me. Steward Zhuo, this is the most remote and isolated place. No one will ever bother you here. But it's hardly far. Zhuo Fan entered the cave to find a stone bed, wooden rack and a table, as well as a night pearl in neat order. Someone was living here, obviously. Did someone else cultivate here? Yeah, but he has long since sacrificed himself for the sect. It is the same alchemist I worked under. He likes peace and quiet, so he made a cave here to cultivate away from the ruckus of the sect. The best thing is that no one knows about this place. Why is everything so clean then? Someone lives here. How can that be? I've only kept it clean for the memory of our times working together. You can break through in peace here. But, come on now, don't you trust me? It can't get any safer than this. You stay here while I activate the defensive array, and no one will disturb you. What if the owner comes back? I must get to the bottom of this before I can stay here. As he walked to the exit, the entire cave shifted with a hum as it was enveloped in hues of green. This is the soul array set up by an ethereal stage expert. What's going on? Are they trying to trap me here? Steward Zhuo, make yourself comfortable and focus on breaking through. No one will bother you, or do you still doubt me? This old man is suddenly so reliable. Forget it, I can't break through the array anyway. What man proposes, God disposes. Elder Yuan, I sure hope you are worthy of my trust. Zhuo Fan shrugged and went back inside. You stay here and make sure the kid's not disturbed. Not even by the sect leader. Yes, sir. An old voice replied and the barrier rippled once and vanished. Meanwhile, 3 fiends of hell and Xiaowua were discussing in the Great Hall when to give elite labor office those elite spots when they felt the sudden power spike. They rushed outside the hall. Isn't that Impermanence 5's vicissitudes barrier? 5 green beams pierced the skies from within the forest before vanishing. And with them so too did a patch of trees. Highly venerable. Venerable Sha showed a twisted smile from a mountain in the inner sect. In seclusion. In the quiet cave and under the light of a blue flame, Zhuo Fan sat on the bed at peace and tranquil. It's a real treasure. Without any pills, I went from the 8th layer of the profound heaven stage to the radiant stage. Kuanpeng was right about one thing. Azure flame is the best in refining the soul. The sound coming from his mind announced the expansion of the flame on his forehead. A mighty soul power churned his mind, like a stormy sea. It hurts. My head is going to explode. I'm already at the peak of the radiant stage. I can't go any higher. It's not just about soul transformation. Zhuo Fan worked his cultivation method into controlling the rumbling soul power while also giving it shape. A radiant stage has the soul of an ethereal stage. If this were to be rumored, no one would believe it. It was now that the dragons lashed out. There's still those 9 earth dragon souls. I wanted the 10th to give the 10 dragons opening the heavens a try and see what's the deal with the heaven dragon soul. But these 9 beasts can't be suppressed anymore. Since I'm stuck with an earth dragon soul, I might as well do it right. This is the dragon's aura. Zhuo Fan eyed his ring in shock. The dragon soul came out as it roared, along with Dugu Zhantian's signature weapon, dragon-slaying crescent blade. The dragon-slaying crescent blade was given to me by Marshal Dugu when I was on my first expedition. I considered it my greatest pride in life. The 10th dragon soul is actually here. Talk about being a lucky stiff. Heaven's on my side. Marshal Dugu, you have my utmost gratitude for helping me even beyond the grave. Dragon power of the heavens, form the heavenly dragon. Bow to me and turn into the heaven dragon soul. Dragon souls converge, 10 dragons opening the heavens. The earth-shaking roar pierced the clouds and the dragon-slaying crescent blade exploded in a golden glow as its dragon burst out, soaring along its 9 brothers. With a bang, the white light pierced the cave and shot for the heavens. The white beam of light connected the 9th heaven with the earth. Somewhere else, a huge eye opened in the darkness surrounded by flames and purple lightning. A human dares to draw on my dragon tomb's dragon power? It would rather devour you than let you form the dragon soul. Master, there are oddities among humans as well. The exalted double dragon did form the heaven dragon soul after all. Those in this world that can actually take my dragon power can be counted on one hand. Humans never know their limits. You say exalted double dragon formed a heaven dragon soul, but do you know how many countless others have tried and failed? Forming one of my dragon souls is a human's gamble with his life on the line. If it weren't for me being trapped here, you wouldn't even have that. Yes, Master, but since it's so dangerous, do I have to go through it as well? Spare me with your excuses, since you've caught my eye, of course you'll succeed. Or do you compare yourself to those village idiots? Only with my help will you ever succeed. Master, I'd never go against your will. I don't want the Master to burn me alive. You better have at least that much bravery, or even if you flee to the sacred domain, I'll even risk being found out to tear you piece by piece. Now, are the 10 earthworms ready? Master, they're earth dragon souls. They're nothing but earthworms to me. Ah, all right. As you say. A flashy beam of light pierced the cave and shot into the sky, and there was nothing Impermanence 5's barrier could do to stop it. The High Venerable must have reached a crucial step. He has entered seclusion. No matter what fancy method High Venerable is using, the least of all, it'll keep him busy and out of my hair. Very good, haha. A huge pressure from the heavens and the draconic roars assaulted this barrier, making even these seasoned experts bleed from the mouth. Just what on earth happened to damage you so much? Who knows what that kid is cooking in there? It made the whole world tear and shake. Even we can't take it anymore. We can't keep holding the vicissitudes barrier for too long. There's no way this is the kid's power. Just what crazy stunt is being pulled in there? Elder Yuan's brow shook, turning from the weary elders to the beam of light and the draconic roars. You mean to tell me he's forming the heaven dragon soul? Is this the 10 dragons opening the heavens? That's impossible. He went in as a profound heaven cultivator. The most this advancement will take him is the radiant stage. The ethereal sage is too far away to condense his soul. I don't know, but it's following the legend of the 10 dragons opening the heavens. The next step should be the prismatic glow and the descent of the dragon soul. Others might come here in greed and interfere. Impermanence 5, we must stabilize the barrier and hide it. Elder Yuan's power exploded and a yellow glow came out from his body along with a draconic roar. A golden dragon flew out of him. Earth Dragon Soul, Crouching Dragon Seal. It circled the vicissitudes barrier as its tail whipped around the entire barrier. The great power of Earth seeped into the barrier while Impermanence 5 made signs before relaxing at last. The beam of light vanished and the Earth calmed down. The audience ended up scratching their heads. What? It's over. It doesn't seem to be a big deal. At best, it should buy me 3 days in which the old man is recouping. Better make the most of it. While most figured this was the end, it was only the beginning for the storm brewing within the barrier. The kid's actually forming a heaven dragon soul. Genius, I tell you. He's the second one in Western lands to form his soul so early. Our demon scheming sect finally has such a genius, haha. Heaven is with our sect. Being his guards was totally worth it. So this is the reason behind the heart warning, to condense the soul. Then again, with his soul power going beyond common sense, all that was left was forming it. As a genius, he can't walk the common path. But the kid sure is paranoid. Saying he has only 9 dragon souls when he had 10, haha. I was playing the lackey for nothing. 10 dragons opening the heavens is only the beginning. The crux is forming the heaven dragon soul. The dragon power from the 9th heaven is not something anyone can withstand. Relax, the kid will be fine. His cultivation and heart are at peak. He will succeed, haha. It had all gone easy so far, but with High Venerable away, Venerable Shah had a ball in the sect. He rang the bell for a meeting with the other venerables and elders to crush the elite labor office. Venerable Shah, what is it this time? Speak, what grave matter has happened? Sect leader, I propose the dissolution of the elite labor office. Why? It's against regulations. A laborer must do what is entitled to. With the inner and outer disciples going, this is totally inappropriate. A demonic sect holds strength supreme. For all the disciples to run to the labor office, it only goes to show how weak the inner sect is. Shouldn't it be the inner sect getting dissolved instead? Well said. Xie Wuyue laughed. Alone and weak, all I could do was put up a tough front before these old-timers. Now, I'm finally able to argue with them. This feeling of truly holding power is comfortable. Sect leader, inner sect is the core of the sect. It has always been this way. Weakening it will weaken the sect. By siding with the labor office, the sect leader neglects his duty and threatens our foundation by paying an impossible price. Venerable Shi, you're too anxious. Facts speak louder than words. The rise of the elite labor office is unstoppable, reaching the inner sect's level in such a short time. Letting it all go would be such a waste. And besides, this is the merit of the labor office. I always give laborious a way out, no matter how hard it may be. Those that walk it are the cornerstones of our sect. Since we're all here, I propose we make an exception to the rule and turn laborer Zhuo Fan into an elite, on account of his outstanding contributions. What do you say? Zhuo Fan is smart and talented. Becoming an elite for his merits is only just. I also propose that the labor office with its strong disciples is entitled to vie for the elite spots. It would be such a waste of talent to leave them there. Yeah, please allow it, sect leader. Ridiculous, as venerables and elders, you dare defy the ancestral rule? Sect leader, the elite area has had clear rules since the dawn of our sect, only the best can enter it, while the labor office is filled with hopeless rejects and criminals. Wasn't the High Venerable, even with his immense glory in coming out of the labor office, banned from being an elite as well? The ancestors had made this rule to prevent nepotism and the ruin of the sect. While Zhuo Fan and the rest, be it potential or strength, are among the best in the sect. Everyone can see it, and there's also the sect's rule. If anyone gains the approval of the majority of elders and venerables, he can become an elite. So I'm asking if anyone has any objections to Zhuo Fan and the others joining the elite. We agree and go with the sect leader's decree. The opinions are halved and can't reach a decision. Laborious do not care for rules and will sow discord once in the elite area. This decision is not to be made rashly. Yeah, Venerable Shah is right. Enough of your goddamn blabbering. This here is a demonic sect. Have you seen any saints around? Or anyone going by the books? Going by your idea, those elites would be holed up in their homes. Those are not elites, but wastrels are more like it. Or getting in through connections. This is an inner sect meeting. Why are you here? We heard the motion to dissolve the elite labor office and came to see who the hell is butting in and is against such a great place. It's been ages since the elite area produced anyone decent. And now that we have a good source of seeds, you want to call it off? Who the hell dares? Who did you hear this from? It's all the rage in the elite area. We'd be deaf to not hear it. The elite area is talking about it. Wasn't this proposal just made? What's going on? Fiend Yang, I proposed it. Representing the High Venerable in managing the inner sect, I must uphold the sect's rules and honor. You might be thirsty for talents, but no laborer shall ever become an elite. If word got out that we did this, then we'll be the laughingstock of the world. They'd say no one's good in our sect. You call this dishonorable? I'll give you real dishonor. Going to give someone a beating only to be pummeled instead. Dozens went to the last double dragon gathering, yet only 4 came back. That's dishonor. Back then. Double dragon. Haha, brilliant, venerable Shah. With the High Venerable in seclusion and everyone here, there's no one watching the labor office, and those 2 brats can have a blast. Is this the elite labor office that has got the whole sect abuzz? It hasn't been here for long, yet it's close to ruining the inner sect. They sure seem rich to be able to do it. Right you are, junior sister Yujuan. It's time to teach them some manners and ingrain in their hearts the right place for laborers. Once here, you can never get out. A labor should remain a labor. How dare they think of becoming an elite? Are they worthy? Where's their manager? Elites Yujuan and Kai Feng are here to test you, wretched laborers, and see if you're worthy of something besides sweeping. Steward Shui didn't lie. The elites are here to test us. Senior brother Kai Feng, it's been a while. I heard the elite area will be coming to pick disciples from us, but didn't know it would be you 2 and not the 3 venerables. But the elders and venerables of the labor office are away, and I will have to accommodate you. Please tell me about your choices. Gui Hu, weren't you the Grand Elder's prized pupil? What are you doing here? Such a shame. Just some minor mistake, and Master threw me here, though calling it a fortunate mistake might be better. The labor office isn't what it used to be, it's filled with opportunities. With now even elites being picked from it. I should make the cut as well, haha. Labor office with opportunities. Don't make me laugh. We'll make sure there won't be any labor office after today. Pang Yujuan, it's you. Tai Ying roared with rage at her sight. Senior brother Tai Ying, even you ran to the labor office? This filthy place is the only one to accept someone like you. You're looking for death. Pang Yujuan, we all know exactly what happened. Just a 4th layer of radiant stage yet got into the elite area. It only proves that you were up to something just like last time. My grandpa is the 7th elder. No one will ever mess with me, no inner or outer disciple. Only an ignorant nobody like you, a mere top outer disciple, would be dumb enough to mess with me. Yet look where that has gotten you. So you do admit it, you skank. Tai Ying, they're elites, the best of the sect. Try to leave that for later. Senior brother Kai Feng, how would you like to test us? Simple, we'll test your strength personally. Anyone who becomes an elite has to have some power. Okay, I'll go first. The noise jarred the ears of the others, and the next thing they knew was something red flying over. He was flung into the ground, dead, even as his excitement remained in his eyes. Gui Hu squinted and turned to the source of that yuan qi. Kai Feng had a nasty grin while lowering his palm. Why are you looking at me like that? Gui, haven't you done this before? Senior brother Kai Feng, how can you be so heavy-handed when you're just here to test us? What could a rejected laborer possibly amount to anyone else up for a test? They are not here to choose candidate. Senior brother Tai Ying, you were such a mighty hero once, the best in the outer sect, so how come you're down here in the labor office? Are you suddenly a chicken too? Where's all that courage gone? Bastards, being elite doesn't make you the strongest. I'll fight you even in the profound heaven stage. Tai Ying, stop with the trash talk, will you? A profound heaven cultivator going against a radiant stage 1? Bro, they're riling you up. Don't let them get to you. Who are you, Steward Shui? Don't waste your breath. Haha, senior brother Tai Ying must be so scared of me. Tell you what, since you lost 3 years, I won't use any soul attacks. If you can't even take me on like this, then you're a hopeless coward. Shove it, bitch. How dare you confront me head on? You don't know yourself. Go to hell. The instant their attacks met, he slipped past her palm and grabbed her wrist. Pang Yujuan, you don't need to use your power, just your experience. You're not even worthy. Soul attack. A sudden wave sent Tai Ying flying, his head a mush and blood leaking from everywhere. That skank cheated. She used a soul attack. Kuei Lang flew over to help, but then someone jabbed his chest. You're actually dumb enough to believe a radiant stage expert wouldn't use soul attacks? You're as dumb as a pig to believe that. Taking such a retarded bet will never make you elite. Is this how you choose candidates? By crippling them? Choose candidates? From a bunch of rejected laborists dreaming the impossible? We came here to warn you to stop wasting your breath and know your place. Go to hell. Moon Shadow Palm. Slut. Don't you dare ruin my good thing. I'll take care of it, junior sister. Flaming Finger. Die. Yu Ling panicked. She had no way of blocking an 8th layer of Radiant Stage Cultivator's attack. Underworld Fiend. Gui Hu fell back 10 steps and spat blood while Kai Feng stood still and taunted. Gui Hu, I wasn't your match back then, but I've been an elite for a longer time, and my power control surpasses yours. Yours is just scattered, haha. What do you mean, scattered? Haha, you'll never understand with that heart. Why else do you think I'm having an easy time beating you when you're a layer higher than me? The heart again. On account of the Grand Elder, I'll leave you be. But get this straight. It is you who challenged us when we came to merely test you. This isn't on us, but you. If anyone twists it. Kai Feng flicked and a few heads rolled onto the ground. Everyone nodded in panic. And another thing, as laborious. You are the filth of the sect, not worthy of being elites. Try it, and you'll be squashed like a bug. And that's how we 4 went through hell and untold hardships before escaping with our lives. While the rest were just bored and nodding off. Not just Venerable Sha's faction, but even Venerable Bai's group was stiff with their eyelids twitching. For God's sake, it's evening already. Just how long will this tub of lard drag it on? Till morning. That ought to do it. Time to go. Fiend Yang, please hold on for a moment. I understand everything. Since this proposal has such great opposition, we will put a pin in it. Seeing as it's so late already, let us resume on another day. Venerable Sha is right. We might argue for days here. It'd be best to do our own search before we convene again. Why is it always like this? I never even get to make half my point. Haha, we understand Fiend Yang's feelings, and he needn't explain it. Hearing Fiend Yang's retelling felt like reading for 10 years. Sect leader, forgive my crassness today. If there's nothing else, let us end the meeting here and discuss the labor office's fate another day. That we shall. But don't go ringing the bell as you wish. Yes, I will forever remember it. Seeing Venerable Sha so slumped feels so good, haha. It's all thanks to Fiend Yang's dawdling until the old fart couldn't take it. Otherwise, I don't know how long we'd have been stuck with him. When did I dawdle? I am a smooth operator, mind you. He was clearly in the wrong, and our mighty righteousness shook some sense into him. And I have many, many more lessons to share. I can share them with you if. Strange, what was Venerable Sha up to today? He was not his usual scheming self. Maybe he just came to flaunt his might to try and stop us. Labora Yu Ling requests to see Sect Leader and Master. Hey, what's this girl doing here? Come in. Sect Leader, Master, and elites caused a scene at the labor office, killing and hurting many. They warned us to not set foot in the elite area or we'll suffer for it. What? Who's the punk with such gall to kill Laboris? Does he have no care for the rules? Venerable Sirs, it's Kai Feng and Yu Juan, the granddaughter of the 7th Elder and the grandson of the 2nd Elder. They are on Venerable Sha's side. I see, that's a good move. A great diversion. Using the time High Venerable was in seclusion and we were in the meeting, he had the labor office and elites become bitter enemies. Choosing candidates from the labor office will be much harder now. This way, the inner sect has the advantage. Blast it all to hell, the punks ruined my great plan. I'm going to set them really straight. No point. They'd be sure to have a good reason for doing it. Right, what's their excuse for messing with the labor office? Sect leader, they represented the elite area in testing disciples level. Using the disciples challenging them as an excuse, they slaughtered many. With no third party around, no matter what we say, they'll just twist it in their favor. And with Venerable Sha at their backs, it will only do us harm instead. Our only flaw is that they came to test the disciples as representatives of the elite area. Did you 3 tell them anything of the sort? Oh, I knew it. What exactly did you tell them? Nothing, just Yu Juan was whining about how she wanted to represent us in testing the elite candidates and fulfill her duty as senior sister. I thought she was only playing around and agreed. I didn't realize that there was a trick in it. Idiot. With the labor office and elite area entangled, we can't touch the two. How do we go about solving this mess? Where's Zhuo Fan? Why wasn't he around? He was in a rush to handle some matters and hasn't been seen in days. Then let him handle it when he gets back. He's better at twisting the rules than Venerable Sha ever could. Zhuo Fan was still sitting on the hard stone floor, his face no longer contorted with pain. After a bitter fight to the death against the 9th Heaven Dragon Power, it ended in Zhuo Fan's favor, taming all its savagery in this prolonged battle. Then, the hazy fog broke with the dazzling light coming from within and unleashing a strong force making Zhuo Fan's soul bathe in the light. But then draconic roars came from within his mind, from within the colored light, followed by 4 claws and a 1,000-meter-long dragon. The prismatic light stuck to its body, forming its scales. Its mighty visage instilled power and dignity. Zhuo Fan opened his now draconic eyes and unleashed a howl at the sky. The mighty dragon power pulverized anything it touched, shaking even Impermanence 5's barrier. And with it, the elders themselves. The power of the Heaven Dragon Soul is so amazing even as it has just formed. The only reason the Vicissitudes barrier still stands is because Sir lends the Earth Dragon Soul. The kid is a true gem. Haha, who says it isn't? It's my first time seeing the Heaven Dragon Soul as well, and I must say, it truly is one mighty force. Its finish. It's the Heavenly Dragon Soul. First layer of Radiant Stage and first layer of Ethereal Soul. I'm an abomination in the truest sense. The Blood Infant has also broken through to the Radiant Stage too. Blood Infant is a spirit of this world, and in the Radiant Stage, it has a dreadful soul power, exponentially better than average experts. With Dragon Soul by my side and the Blood Infant sneaking in a few hits, no one can be my opponent. Zhuo Fan's right, I had 4 golden halos flashing. Now that the Heaven Dragon Soul has taken form, all is settled. Release the barrier. Yes, sir. A huge noise came from the cave and shook the Impermanence 5 into stepping back 5 times. What's going on? Our Vicissitudes barrier. Elder, she needed a long time to gather his wits. That kid broke it. How is this possible? Heaven Dragon Soul was strong and all, but not that outrageous. Just what kind of secrets are you still hiding, kid? 100 meters around him, there was not a single thing. Everything had turned to dust the instant it got in range. Divine Eye of the Void's 4th stage, Absolute Domain, Space Crusher. The Heavenly Sovereign's power lived up to the legend. All sovereign-level arts are mystical and godlike. Haha, the barrier outside the cave was shattered by this vibration. Doesn't that mean, within 100 meters, I am the master of this world? Cackling inside, Zhuo Fan strutted out. Steward Zhuo, you're finally out, haha. Congratulations on your smooth advancement. All thanks to you for giving me such a great place. It would have been a pain anywhere else. Steward Zhuo, don't you want to know what happened these days? Like the barrier? With your wisdom, you should already have some guesses. Yeah, I have. What about it? Don't you care? No, should I? Here I thought the first thing you'd do was have me over a barrel over this. I even had an excuse ready. Now all that work has gone to waste. Haha, I thought as much. What's the point of asking if I don't get the truth? Elder Yuan, to be honest, my greatest gain in the demon scheming sect was meeting you. Expounding with Sir on the nature of the world has opened my eyes more than my entire life, especially about human nature's 4 realms. Oh, which 4? The first, ignorance, it is walking about aimlessly. Second, aware of oneself but not of one's place, defined by misplaced overconfidence and conceit. Third, knowing oneself and their place, allowing one to pierce anything but their hearts are filled with pain. Fourth, knowing the wise, opening one's eyes and clearing the fog within. Elder Yuan, I've been stuck at the 3rd realm with a sharp eye yet a heavy heart. I bore the whole world on my shoulders, fearing any misstep and holding myself back. But now that I'm in the 4th realm, who you are and where I am has lost its meaning. All that matters is your kind intentions. I don't even feel like knowing who those experts were that set the barrier. Or I'd be required to pay them an immense favor. Not knowing means not paying back, haha. Quite an idealist you are. Zhuo Fan, your mind is sharp and devious. You might look at things with a casual glance, but all of these are just tricks, of no use to the world as a whole. While peering into the human condition, walking the path to the truth, that is the greatest wisdom of all. Steward Zhuo, you have finally ventured down this path, getting closer to the Tao. Your future is limitless. That's if Sir will keep on helping me. Of course, I will always have your back. The old and the young fellows grew closer in these rare moments, even as each of them had tons of secrets. At least they were frank with each other. Master, you're finally back. What the hell happened? It's only been a few days, so why is this place deserted? I and you weren't here either, or he'd never touch my father. I will. You will what? You'll only throw your life away. Don't think for a second that a set of 9th grade demonic treasures can fight an 8th layer radiant stage expert. Who is stronger or weaker comes down to one's own power in the end. Master, the laborious dignity has taken a heavy blow, with some outer and inner disciples even slumping into remorse for coming here. Naturally, after being trampled like that, they'd never get the nerve to meet them until they can settle the grudge. You two listen to me. Invite the 3 elite area's venerables for an apology banquet. Apology for what? Didn't our disciple challenge them with a heavy hand? Of course we have to make amends. To show my sincerity, I will even present them with the demonic treasures they asked for everyone to see. Both sides will be at peace. Oh, and the labor office's venerables and elders must come as well, or the elite spots for the labor office will be fewer. They came here to pick a fight, and now we're inviting them for a drink. We are no longer the labor office they once knew. All inner disciples look at us with admiration. Why should we play the victim? See that? The second realm of human nature knows himself but nothing else, arrogant beyond reason. What are you standing around for? Get on with it. Am I the manager here, or you? Steward Zhuo, while I did say you just stepped on the road to Dao, you're still up to your old tricks. The banquet is destined to run red. I kept my head down so far so that no ethereal stage expert came knocking. But now, I don't give a rat's ass. Anyone that pushes me will find himself 6 feet under. This is where Gui Hu and Zhuo Fan differed. The difference between a mediocrity and an expert can be seen just by looking at their aura. I finally see you angry. That means you still care about something. Go wild, knock yourself out. I'm behind you all the way. What is he up to? We've been on his side all this time, and yet he is wimping out, going for some apology banquet. I know his style. He must be up to something. He'll hold an apology banquet for your sake. Just let him have it and play along. And he wants to give demonic treasures. And don't forget about my share. Take along the 2nd elder and 7th elder as well. Since it's an apology banquet, we can't have the party's grand pass missing now, do we? Haha. What's with you? Do you really want to ease the tension? How are we supposed to handle those brats after this? Handle what when amends are made? Haha. Now leave this matter be. I'm just curious how the kid is going to end it. Hope I won't have to step in. Xie Wuyue's eyes flashed. A secluded valley was shocked awake from its peaceful mood as an endless line of people went in carrying large trays filled with exotic dishes made of exquisite beasts like a work of art. Damn it. Has Steward Zhuo lost it? They're the ones in the wrong, yet we're making amends. This is outrageous. No matter how much compromise I've made in my life, I'd never stoop so low. Why are you here then? Get off your ass and scram. And how exactly can we do that when it's Steward Zhuo's feast? We have to show our respect for all he's done for us. I'm damn curious, though, why are you here? I can't believe you're taking it so well with your styles. Those two have those elders behind them, and we can't even touch them, and now we're even saying sorry. Are you that eager to shame yourself? I'm here for Steward Zhuo as well. Kai Feng's last strike left my core on the verge of being crushed, and I would have become a waste. It's with Steward Zhuo's help that I made a recovery and even entered the Radiant stage. This is the least I can do. The heaven-reaching pill. Such a mystical pill, it saved my son and Yu Ling's sister like nothing. Steward Zhuo is divine to save the Forsaken. I don't think there's any elder or venerable in the sect capable of what he has done. Yet today, senior brother Gui Hu, why are you here then? Zhuo Fan said I can follow him anywhere, so listening to him is basic. Dad, keep it together, those guys are coming in. Besides the elders and venerables, there are also outer and inner disciples. You all need to get a hold of yourselves and not fall for their taunts. This is too damn much. Those old coots must have called them to make us look bad. That's the least of our problems. They're surely up to something vile, to shame us and force our hand. They're looking for any excuse to get rid of us, like how they sent their grandchildren for us. Ganger is right. We must keep calm. Kuei Lang snorted in anger and sat back down while the other two nodded. What's the point of all this? Zhuo Fan pulled the carpet from under the inner sect with a well-placed trick, attracting the disciples with heaps of resources. But now, the other side has used disciples to crush the labor office's dignity. After the last time, the dignity of the disciples of the labor office is gone, and their heart is scattered. Holding a feast now will only make it worse for them. The sect leader said Zhuo Fan is a mastermind, so why would he make this dumb move? I'd have clobbered him by now if not for the sect leader's order. A girl was pacing around bored and kicked the water when the boredom got the best of her. Junior sister Yujuan is so refined and elegant as she plays in the water. What else is there to do? While I am stuck at home for so long, it's either this or go stir crazy. With a snicker, Kai Feng walked over and whispered in her ear. She perked up in an instant. You really brought your grandpa's halberd? Hehe, Grandpa gave it to me. He figured the 3 old coots would do something like this and gave me the 7th grade demonic treasure. And this heaven pisser can crush any barrier. The old coots might have set one up around the elite area, but we can now just walk out of it. What are we waiting for? Let's blow this barrier open and go have some real fun. Hey, junior sister, I'm not done talking yet. Why the rush? Junior sister, we're not out on a stroll. Grandpa gave me the heaven pisser and a mission. Do you know why the old coots have gotten us stuck here? Or why they've forbidden elites from leaving the area? Why? You wouldn't believe it even if I told you. After we messed up the labor office, they are now holding an apology banquet. Our 2 grandpas and the old coots represent us in accepting the apology. If we go as well, we'd be sure to humiliate and taunt them until they can't hold it in. That will give our grandpas the excuse to crush the labor office. But the old coots want to avoid it at all costs. Haha. Who the hell is that spineless elder or venerable running the labor office anyway? He got smacked around the first time, and now he turns the other cheek forward. There's no way such a guy can match the inner sect's venerables and elders employs. And now look at him, bowing down to apologize. Just then, a white ribbon shot for their heads. The ribbon slammed into a cliff like a sword, right as a gentle lady floated down on it. Her smile was bright, but her eyes were deadly cold. Who's that? The elite area is sealed. No one can get in or out, especially you 2 brats. Did you forget already? Oh, I thought it was someone important. Just like how venerable by can't handle our grandpas, neither can you touch us. Senior sister by Lian. Grandfather may be venerable and displeased with some people, but it has nothing to do with me. I have not come here to settle grudges but to uphold the rules. Cool. I do admire senior sister's civic duty. It's why I like you. But it's best that you turn a blind eye today. We're of the same cultivation, and Yujuan is in the 4th layer radiant stage. With 2-on-1, senior sister can't handle us both. Kai Feng, you've not once beaten me. When did you get so cocky? Senior sister, that is because of my endless and undeniable admiration for you. But now that I have a job to do, I can't go easy on you anymore. Haha, so you mean you've always held back? Then let me see what you're really made of. Bai Lian shot for the 2 as the white ribbon flew in her hand. The massive Yuan Qi made the couple tense up and dodge away. I couldn't beat her. I didn't expect this woman to get stronger. I wanted to take her by surprise. No way. Junior sister, help me. Finger fire. Moon's wind embrace. Fire storm. While weaker, the 2 made for a good match in skills and increased Kai Feng's move's power by 40%. At this point, Bai Lian turned serious. The hundreds of ribbons shot like meteors, absorbing the fire and wind, then smashing into the couple. Meteor shower. Feeling that great power upon them, the 2 were startled. But then a cool breeze made the meteors fizzle out before they could hit them, ending up slumping on the ground. The grass withered and the earth turned black. Acid rain. Junior sister Bai Lian, let's all take it easy so we might meet again. Lucia. The 2 juniors are only going out to get some fresh air. What's the harm in that? Senior brother Lucia, you're out of seclusion. What great timing. I've been out for a while now, and I'm only here now to help. You do your job, and I'll handle mine. And that's to get them out of here. Junior sister Bai Lian. With me in the 9th layer of the radiant stage and you being in the 8th, there's no way you can win. I am not one to be lenient in my attacks, but out of respect for Venerable Bai, I hope you won't fight me and will let them go. Lucia. The 3 venerables have asked us to patrol the barrier and stop anyone who exits it. You know me well enough to know that I'm not going to stop just because of a few words. I'd have let this one go if it were any other time. But now, I'm sorry. Lucia's eyes hardened and he shot a green whirlwind at Bai Lian. Not good. The poison range is too wide. I can't stop it. If you can't even stop this, scram. Lucia, your arrival won't change a thing. Earth canopy. The shout announced the arrival of a yellow light shooting from the ground, meeting the green whirlwind and scattering it. You're out too? Chi Chang Long. Just in time too. Who else can stop your murderous tendencies, Lucia? You too, I know what you've done. Fiend Yin warned me that you'll be up to something. You won't get to touch the labor office again. Big words for someone who's alone. You can't stop all of us. Chi Chang Long, it's time for me to take that best elite title from you, here and now. Lucia, you've been after it for a while now, a shame you'll never have it. Aren't you here to help us out? Why are you fighting with Chi Chang Long? A loud bang cutting him off was the answer for him as the barrier above them shook and broke, as the bright sun's rays shined on the 5 elites. Eyes twitching, the 5's hostilities ceased right away. Someone broke the barrier, a thin figure came over while they were still out of it. After another round of eye twitching, they looked at the sloppy guy in shabby clothes, carrying a broom and smiling kindly. "Excuse me, could you point me in the direction of Kai Feng and Pang Yujuan? Who are you?" "Oh, where are my manners? I am the boss of the labor office, Zhuo Fan, Steward Zhuo. We're holding an apology banquet, you know? With the 7th and 2nd elders already present, how can we miss the stars of the show, Kai Feng and Yujuan? Haha, the feast will never achieve its height without them. So you're that rotten waste Zhuo Fan. Did you not get your face slapped hard enough that you thought to turn the other cheek forward? The guiding venerables feared that would make a scene at the banquet and had us stuck here. Yet you punk, have just waltzed in. Haha, you've come right into my lap. You've really opened my eyes as well. I take it that you're the 2 brats? And what if we are? Are you going to bang your head and beg yours truly to go to that dump again and smack you some more? Oh, you've understood it all wrong. This apology banquet is for the 2nd and 7th elders in particular. Because their precious grandchildren are about to die at my hand. Zhuo Fan's eyes took on a savage glint, his face hardened as he looked at his prey with a grin. A domineering wave swept everyone, like solidified bloodthirst, like an unending flood coming to drown them, like the world crashing down on them. How can a fresh, radiant stage disciple emit such a fierce aura? Who the hell is this guy? You two made quite a scene a few days ago at the labor office and even said it was the labor office's challenge. So what? Aren't you apologizing for it? True, I admit to everything. As for what comes next, it's not important. Haha, since you proclaim that the laborious disrespect their betters, here I am disrespecting you all. By Sect's rules, when a low status fights another disciple of higher status, the capital punishment isn't pursued. So, are you coming at me all at once or one at a time? Zhuo Fan, there may be such a rule, but since it's outside of any competition, they can refuse your challenge. And since you've burst into the elite area, you've broken the rules. It is you who has some answering to do. Stop barking and fight already. Aren't there more of you? Don't worry, I will take full responsibility, since this time, it's the truth. How dare you come to challenge the elite area? What do you take us for? The fool has dug his own grave by challenging everyone. And when those foolish laborious hear of this, they'll never set foot here. Haha, 2 birds with 1 stone. What came next were tens of people in fancy clothes surrounding the scene. One of them cupped his hands at them and said, "Seniors, this guy just broke the elite area's barrier. We were just about to capture him, but he moved too fast. Thank you, seniors, for holding him down. Breaking the sect's barriers isn't how you challenge one, seniors. Even if we kill you now, the sect leader can't touch us." Good. If you can kill me, that is. Haha, not me, but us. Attack. Capture him dead or alive. The dozens of radiant stage experts felt as if something slammed in their chests and coughed blood as they got flung into the air. They soon made intimate contact with the pavement, landing out cold. It happened so fast, they couldn't even figure out how they got beaten. The main 6 gasped in shock at Zhuo Fan's outrageous show of strength. What happened? Dozens of radiant stage experts defeated in one blow? No way. You too. You came into my turf to harm and kill my fellow disciples. Today I will make you pay. By taking your worthless heads with me. Zhuo Fan shot for the 2, his overwhelming aura stopping them from even taking a stand. Qi Changlong's sense of duty kicked in as he scrounged up the courage to face Zhuo Fan. Wait, oh, they're elites like us. You can't harm them. A yellow glow from his palms. And Zhuo Fan handled it with a broom sweep, crushing the glow and hitting Qi Changlong in the chest. Qi Changlong coughed up blood and was ashen. Hundreds of ribbons came at Zhuo Fan and he replied with another sweep as he went for his original target. Zhuo Fan flicked it and sent a powerful shockwave through them back at Bai Lian, sending her flying. Like Qi Changlong before her, she coughed up blood as well and paled. What a nuisance. How is he so freaking strong? None of us can match him. He's not even human. He's a monster. Lucia, what? What should we do? Don't panic. I'll use poison to stop him while you run. A green wind shifted into a dragon as it went for Zhuo Fan. The revolting stench coming from it would send anyone's mind out of commission. Even if you're strong, you can't do anything about this poison. You'll rot if you're near it, and you'll die if you inhale a little bit of it. Poison dragon. It didn't slow Zhuo Fan down at all as black energy covered his body like a true demon. The poison got sucked into the blackness and the attack was neutralized in an instant. Scram. Good dogs don't block the way. How can? To the two, Zhuo Fan looked like a demon made of flesh. Hey, where do you think you're going? A huge sea of fire shot for Zhuo Fan and Yujuan helped by adding wind to the mix. Zhuo Fan didn't even need martial arts to deal with them. A mere sweep is all it took to snuff the flames. The sweep's shockwave slammed into the couple's chest till they coughed up blood again and again. Their meridians burned from the pain, incapable of using Yuan Qi ever again. It's like my whole body is being burned by flame. It hurts. This guy, he's a demon. He really wants to kill us. What was it that you said in the labor office? That Laboris took advantage of you and challenged you? 00 haha. Well, here I am challenging you as well. Satisfied? Pleased? Content? Bro, we're sorry. You are at the bottom, a laborer, yet bear outrageous power. With the sect's rule, you can kill and challenge anyone, and nothing will happen to you. That's totally cheating. Haha, how is that unfair when you've got mountains behind you, elders and venerables? You think I don't have anything better to do than to dupe you and to make so many enemies? Yeah, Steward Zhuo is a new disciple and alone, so why would you need to make enemies? Let me go, and second elder, grandpa, will owe you. My grandpa, the seventh elder, will owe you as well and will leave you alone. We're only doing what we're told. Please let us go. You should have realized this from the start. Now it's too late for amends. Why? A killer must pay with the same coin. You're doing it for those rotten laboris. Offending our grandpas just for that. Zhuo Fan, are you going to have elders hunt you down for a bunch of lowlives? Threatening me, is it? Haha, yes, those lowlifes are not worth a dime. But my reputation is worth mountains. Besides, you guys stole something from me, and it's about time you give it back. What? Dignity and foundation. You brats used the time I was gone to rob my laboris of their dignity, of their foundation. Without that, the labor office will never stand tall in the sect. So, I have no choice. Now you can pass on with peace of mind. Zhuo Fan stepped on Kaifeng's neck, splattering blood everywhere. Yujuan shrieked next to Kaifeng's head. He repeated the act with her this time and the shriek was cut short. All that was left was the horrified look in her eyes. Zhuo Fan sent her an annoyed glance, noisy. The others were overwhelmed by the brutality. Zhuo Fan had no time to mind the extras, taking the rolling heads and stuffing them in his thunder ring. And you call this the elite area? With a content look, he took off. What he left behind was mockery. Haha, so humiliating. We're known as the top elite of the demon scheming sect. And we were instantly defeated by a laborer. How pathetic. Lucia, do you still want to fight? I will fight. I will have this title even if it's useless. It involves becoming the sect leader's successor. What's the use of fighting for an empty title? Who was he? Is he really just a laborer? Haha, don't be silly. The labor office gave us only one high venerable and is under the sect and ancestors' protection. How can it just give us another disciple even more monstrous? By Lian, you disdain the inner sect's politics and hole yourself in the elite area to train, so you don't know what has been going on. The sect leader brought this brat from the outside. He established the elite labor office and took away the inner sect's foundation. Your two grandfathers are on his side as well, and now the two sides are at war over the elite spots. Kaifeng and Yujuan went and made a mess at the labor office at Venerable Shi's orders. This kid wasn't there at the time, and the elders and venerables were in a meeting. That's why it worked. They thought that the kid was admitting defeat by announcing a banquet, but look at us now. You call this an apology? It's a killer feast. The labor office is out for blood. I wanted to notify the master about this, but that brat hit me so hard I can't even move. And, back. It hurts. I can't move. What? Our grandpas are on his side, yet he is still so vicious to us. He doesn't know us. Leaving us alive is already mercy enough. That's true, but knowing he's one of us makes me feel safe, a must-have godly teammate. Meanwhile, Zhuo Fan went to the apology banquet where all the guests were seated, be it invited or uninvited ones, all were bloody there. Why, one ask. To watch the show. The audience was eager and thrilled to see this banquet blown sky high and to laugh at their misfortune. All of us, invited and uninvited, have come to this apology banquet. I've never been so humiliated in my life. Venerable Qi, Venerable Bai, we've been waiting for a while now. Let's start. Steward Zhuo has yet to come. Steward Zhuo, a nobody laborer? Oh, how the elders and venerables of the labor office have fallen, needing a disciple to tell them what to do. That explains this apology banquet, haha. Rotten Zhuo Fan, you've just lost all our dignity in one night. Steward Zhuo established the elite labor office, and the sect leader appointed him as the head of this establishment. We must all obey him. The feast cannot start without him. Damn it. As an apology banquet, he should cater to our needs and wants. Yet a mere laborer has set up this banquet and still makes us wait for him. He has no intent to make amends. We don't answer to the labor office and don't have to follow your rules. If you still want to wait, that's your problem, but we are inner sect elders. Get the banquet started or we're leaving. That's right. We'll report this to the sect leader as well for wasting our time. What a joke. They are angry. When they finally explode, we will make an excuse to eliminate the elite labor office. Let's go. Wait, people, if you find this boring, I shall recount our days in the Double Dragon Gathering while Steward Zhuo is away. In those days, 4 fiends of hell led the brave elites to the Double Dragon Gathering. Wait, hold, stop. We're not bored, not one bit. You don't have to enlighten us. Steward Zhuo has arrived. Sorry, I'm a little late, haha. Here's that Zhuo Fan. Let's see him kowtow and apologize later. Sorry for the delay. Is this the same butler Zhuo who is usually so decisive? Why is he acting so cowardly? Haha, it's all good. All that matters is that we're all here. One day, the elite labor office and inner sect shall be the pillars of the demon scheming sect. We must put the past behind us. Zhuo Fan, you've arranged this apology banquet, yet you're the one coming last. Do you call that being sincere? You better make it up to us, or you'll never hear the end of it. Aren't we all here? Why are you being so stubborn? Venerable Chi, it is your side that has come up with the apology banquet for the wrongs you've done to us. So elite labor offices better kowtow with sincerity for their mistakes. They're about to pop. It's best if you start the whole mess. Do you have the right attitude? Why can't I feel an ounce of sincerity from you? We will not stand for this outrage and arrogance, and we will go to the sect leader with this. Now, Venerable Chi, please settle down. We're the ones in the wrong, the 7th elder is right. We need to be earnest in our apology. Please sit back down. Who'd have thought Steward Zhuo would end up being such a coward in front of the elders? Steward Zhuo, we can feel your sincerity, but the real offenders, not to worry, they will definitely give the elders a sincere apology. What are you waiting for? Why don't you make a toast to the elders? Is this how you apologize? You better knock that off, and adulate us too. And maybe, just maybe, we'll buy it. It's too much. To be honest, it's all my fault. I should apologize. It is the whole purpose of this banquet. If elders wish for adulation, then that is what I shall offer. What? Steward Zhuo, that's not good enough. Here we are racking our heads on how to make the punk submit. Yet he does it of his own free will. Brilliant. Well, he is the top dog of the elite labor office. Getting him on his knees will crush the labor office. Fine. As long as you go all the way, sure. Now say that the labor office will never mess with the inner sect and elite area again, and we'll call it even. Sure, just don't regret it. There are many elders and venerables present. Of course, we are prideful elders who will never pick on laborious. I knew I could trust the elders' sincerity. Steward Zhuo, I'll do it for you. Sir is the head of the labor office. You can't lower yourself. What will it make of the rest of us? No, let me. Steward Zhuo saved me, and the least I can do is take Steward Zhuo's shame for myself. No, me. You've looked over Yua for so long. You Ling, why is a woman fighting me over this? I'll do it. Quiet, will you? This is Zhuo Fan's matter, and he must take responsibility for it. I will not rest until I see him banging his head 3 times. See how much the elders care about me. Now don't fight anymore since I am the one to blame here. Elders, I deeply regret my actions and ask for your forgiveness. To show my deep sincerity, I've prepared a gift, and then I shall kowtow. I hope this will help atone for the harm that came to your disciples. This gift is your promise to us, but we understand more than everyone. You don't have to apologize, because you represent the entire elite labor office. What's this? A 9th grade demonic treasure. They are top quality. Zhuo Fan, what are you waiting for? Come and offer the treasure. Yes. Give it to me. Elders, I will ask you one last time. If I kowtow and apologize, will you leave this matter be? As elders of the sect, our word is gold. Now hurry up with the gift. Haha, then if you would please honor me, elders. The two were already eager to open them, but what they saw stopped them in their tracks. Elders, what do you think? Are you satisfied with my gift? What's so great that you're so shocked? This is heads, Kaifeng and Yujuan's heads. What's going on in this kid's head? Is he crazy? Well, elders, is my gift to your liking? After I poured my heart and soul into it, even went to great lengths for the elders to be able to hug their grandchildren, or I'd have thrown those heads to the dogs. Zhuo Fan, I'll kill you. Wait, let me ask about this first. Zhuo Fan, tell me the truth, did you kill them? But they were in the elite area. Yep, what else did you think this apology banquet was for anyway? I went to the elite area bright and early, snatched a couple of heads, then rushed back here. That's why I had to apologize to you, venerables. Forgive me for making a scene in your area, but since you've forgiven me, all is good. The second reason was to apologize to the elders. Sorry, I wasted your kin, though I do hope you can look past this. You meant to apologize for this. But I thought you meant Tai Ying broke Yujuan's hand. Didn't these brats cause a scene at the labor office? It was not our fault, so why would we apologize for it? If they are guilty, they're guilty of being weak. The only reason these brats could make a scene was because they weren't strong enough to stop them. But like I said, their fault is small while I'm the true criminal here. But you've just forgiven me, so the matter is over. Bullshit. You had planned for this all along, mixing both of them to gloss over your actions. Do you think your ridiculous excuse is going to fly after murdering in broad daylight? I'll have your head for this. Oh, but you did promise that you'll let this slide with a few bumps on the floor. As if. I'll have you torn limb from limb for what you've done. Couldn't be better. Now I don't have to kneel,